Welcome to Wednesday, April 6th. It's time for Market Movers with the beautiful Miss VN Trader Pride.
Thank you, Prad, and indeed, welcome, guys. I hope you're having a great day. Please be active on the chat, ask us anything, and we would really appreciate if you like this video. What are you trading today, Prad?
I was just watching Twitter, so obviously Twitter went crazy. Congratulations to Sean on that crazy long. I got into a tiny short on the first turn up, so Twitter went up to around, I believe the highs was 70, so I got in short around 60s. I gave it to the break of 70s, obviously got stopped on the break of 70s, and then I was waiting for a possible reload on a fail break of 53. I did scalp some out on the way down near the 30s. Off the 60, so I got like a 30-cent winner. Overall flat on the stock, absolutely flat. $0 made, $0 lost because how I got stopped out over here. Like I said, I was waiting for that 53 fail break or a positive move off 53 to see if I was not going to be able to even get in on that short, and missed out on this opportunity. The other stock that I am trading at the moment is in a firm short position. I got a firm short off over here, got out near 40, loaded back up again near the same level, and I have another entry for one last lot size, which is insignificant really because I already have most of my size. I just want a nice even number, but the number that I have on the blotter right now is not even, so my brain plays tricks with myself. So besides that, one other trade that I had today was Apple. Apple pretty much around the 171 area. I kept shorting. Oh, Apple's now actually breaking 171 now. No, I'm missing this out. Oh, man, I'm missing this opportunity. I was basically fighting this short opportunity over here. Didn't lose much on it. Still positive on the day because most of my main trades were on futures today. You know, I figured I want to wake up and say trade futures for some reason. I didn't really want to trade, the stocks as much as futures. And here are my futures executions. I was testing, small size shares over here, or contracts, sorry. Small size contracts over here in front of 4470 area, not giving it too much risk. Eventually was able to take some for profits, build back in, take more for profits, build back in, take more for profits. And now I'm actually still holding some contracts over here for a possible flush down for later on in the day. And now that Apple actually went lower than 171, but we're still not too far down, right? We can instantly whip right back above 170 over here. Look at the buying still coming in. NASDAQ and S&P 500 all bouncing pretty well above the low a day over here. So not trying to fight my short too much on the futures, which is actually turning around right now because of Apple and Microsoft also, I'm guessing, which is also battling that 302, 301 area. Did go down as 301.20 today and now trying to come back to 302. Let's see if both of these stocks in the NASDAQ basket managed to whip these stocks back up to the up top. And a firm over here still playing around these levels that I have originally mapped out at. Not too much risk being given on this trade, pretty much till 41.15. If 41.15 goes, we get out for a loss and get back in closer near 42, which happens to be pre-market areas. That way, we take a tiny loss after already scalping out our wins on this stock for the most part of the day. We take a tiny loss, get back in with our major size back at the high of day, and looks like market wants to go lower instead of higher because my futures are once again making money. So TWTR, Twitter, what a stock, man. Beautiful move up north on Twitter and now coming back to the downside. Let's see if we find support on 52 or do we go below 52 on TWTR. Obviously missed out the short opportunity, but we're going to keep on waiting for more opportunities that might present itself across the board, across other stocks, anywhere that is possible.
More opportunities are definitely coming, Prad, and Brandon Haynes sent us first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, Brandon. Good spot to buy puts on Baba. What's your opinion? Well, first of all, Alibaba was downgraded today by Citigroup. Price target $177, and also we are down on the day more than 3%. Brandon, we do not trade options. We are equity traders, but I think we definitely can take a look at Baba, Prad.
Yeah, Baba for sure. You said it was downgraded, so it looks like another day Chinese stocks are being attacked over here. Market making a beautiful bounce back up over here. So let me actually quickly, close my one contract that I have left on the futures, capitalize these profits that I have, and we can get back in again at a later price point higher because markets are indeed trying to bounce up. up. So Baba over here trying to stay not too far to the downside after that downgrade over there. Let's go check on FXI real quick what FXI is looking like. I'm gonna expect obviously to the downside because Baba being the biggest basket of FXI over here, which is your Chinese ETF. I don't expect too much of an up move in the ETF itself. And Baidu, JD.com, NIO, all of them most likely will look a lot like Baba over there. There you go, Baidu to the downside. I'm expecting NIO to look a little like Baba. Let's go check out what NIO looks like. Indeed, they look all alike over there. And so you're talking about picking up puts on Baba. My problem with that trade is basically we've seen Baba be strong around the $100 area every time they do get pushed down to 100. Some good catalyst, maybe the Chinese regulators saying they're gonna come out and work with the U.S. regulators or something along those lines comes in and always helps out these Chinese stocks, especially Baba. So I know a lot of people are holding the stock for their long-term portfolio. A lot of them are bagged, it's a sad part of the nature that we have to go through this. But if you just focus on the price levels and how big of a company, and if you believe that Baba has more downside and delist fear, then yeah, you can go puts in this area. But I would be careful with puts in this area. But at the end of the day, anything is indeed possible. We could go much lower overall. We do have the FOMC meeting. We did have the Fed Brainerd. She came in and she said, the inflation's too high and we have to deal with it one way or the other. So and obviously we have FOMC today, which is probably going to carry a little bit of those notes into today. We're gonna maybe see some more hawkish notes coming out from Powell himself, or maybe Powell comes in with the printer, turns on the printer, and is dovish instead, like last time he was dovish when Bullard came out the day before or on the day of and was hawkish. Powell came out and sounded very dovish, which took the market back up. So at this point, really very careful with how much size I'm trading on the day, taking it very easy. I am trading more futures instead of stocks anyways, and then we're just waiting for the overall FOMC to figure out what side of the direction the market want to move to. And right now looks like Apple might be still going to the downside towards 170. Yeah, indeed, going towards 170 here on Apple because futures are still going down. It looks like I just got shaken out of that trade, but it's fine. We made money on that already.
That all that matters, making money. Gary Mills made $500 on AMD today and asking me to ask you, Prad, your thoughts 100 swing to 125-ish. Thank you. Well, AMD now at 102. If I understand, the question is if it can get to 125 today. So maybe we can take a look at your favorite AMD.
Yeah, AMD, man, dropping like a rock over there. 102, 103 area is basically where we're long on our long-term portfolio. Struggling without a doubt. Looks like there's actually some sort of a barrier coming in around 103.50s area for AMD. So if we do get back there, I'd look for a short opportunity, maybe even a lower day break if that even comes up around 102 or so. At this current moment, though, market's trying to go back lower to test the bottoms, S&P 500 and NASDAQ, and then affirm once again helping us to the downside. We have some orders layered all the way to the downside. We'll see where these orders filled. That was just a tiny exit, not too much of an exit, just to see if the stock was coming down on the blotter without actually noticing if the stock was coming down. So that was just to focus on what the market is doing too. If we go to NASDAQ NQ/M22CM, NASDAQ indeed coming back to test the 44. What's the low day today? 14,456. So we're very close to that, only a couple points away, and I'm pretty upset that I got shaken out of my futures trade overall. So let me just quickly go over here to ES, and what's the bottom over here? 4444, and on futures we're at 4445 with the bottom of 4445. So ES, MES. Let's go to MES real quick because market is indeed taking out the lows over there. I'm not gonna FOMO into this trade. That's fine. We're just gonna leave it alone. We already made some profits on it. Almost FOMOed into there. Thank God Arun's not here because there would be a slipper flying at me from across the room right now.
Good news for you. Brandon is off for the next week, for the whole next week, and Neil will be instead of Brandon. Arun will be instead of Neil, and Sean will be Sean, Miss V will be Miss V, and Prad will be Prad. So next week will be
Prad's
exciting.
gonna be sick, I think, on next week. Prad's gonna have corona and he's
No.
not gonna be in the office.
Just wear some protection.
Yeah, I need a helmet for
Yes.
the office, like I'm going to war. Well, basically, we are going to war over here against this market on a day-to-day basis, without a doubt. Markets bouncing off the lows there, which is good. Good thing we didn't FOMO into our short on the futures, especially. So markets trying to go back up here. Let's see what the market does manage to do eventually. Right now, we're gonna, I believe, market's gonna slow down a little bit, especially because of FOMC at 2 o'clock. We might still see some moves around till 2 o'clock, but I believe honestly that the market's gonna slow down. And last FOMC, we threw you guys onto the closing show about 30 seconds to a minute earlier, so I believe we might do that again. Not sure if Brandon wants to do that, but we'll ask him if Brandon wants to do that. We'll make sure to throw you guys onto the closing show about a minute to 30 seconds faster than 2 o'clock. That way you guys can focus on what's going on over there. Twitter is moving back up to the north side off the 52 level. Beautiful support coming in at 52. Twitter's now about to go back to test the high a day. Let's see if we manage to actually pass 53 on this round up on Twitter, at which point if it's a fake break of 53, we look for that beautiful opportunity to short Twitter on the fail break. But if it's an actual break with some substance behind it, then obviously we will not be looking for that short opportunity. Twitter, man, one other day just moving up to the north side after actually starting down on the day, which is insanity, right? Absolute insanity on the stock. Obviously they loved Elon. I think they said something along the words like he is exactly what we need for our board of directors. So obviously they like him, they want him. Him coming in with that aggressive takeover for the biggest shareholder of the company, I believe, with over 9%, and has the rights to exercise up to 50 some odd percent. So sorry, not 50, sorry, 14 some odd percent. Where did I get 50 from? I'm crazy. But that's the point, is, you know, he's getting ready to be the sole largest owner of Twitter, or already is, and getting ready to make some great changes in the company most likely, and also help out the Android users. So a lot of good things coming in on Twitter, and that's obviously being reflected in the stock price over here. I'm actually not seeing a lot of movement happening above 55, so I'm trying to get in some size over here above 55, obviously not giving it too much room. If we see the stock whip back above 87, instantly getting out for a tiny loss. That way we can build our position at the right moment, which is above 53 in case 53 is a fail break, or above 55 if 55 is a fail break, somewhere around a good even dollar that we can identify being a fail break. Let's quickly go to Twitter over here, and if we go to the 15-minute chart, as you guys can notice on this left side, Twitter did go up to 54.94 not too long ago, so that's why I think we could go right back to 55, and this was actually off the open. If you want to zoom in a little bit, see how it was. Oh, actually it was in pre-market. In pre-market we went up to 54.95, and the highest we did off open hours were 54.54, so basically 54.50 if you want to look at it that way. And I still believe we can go up to 55 off of this crazy swing that Twitter is already showing, the amount of strength that Twitter is showing on the intraday. Be careful with your shorts. Make sure you have a stop out somewhere to get out for a loss in case it does whip against you. When do minutes drop? So minutes come out at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and obviously we will cover that for you without fail. Neil, Sean, and Brandon will actually be live during that time, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and we'll have a lot of fun with the amount of volatility that might come out at exactly around 2 o'clock or so. LGVN dumped. Let's go check out LGVN. LGVN on NASDAQ. And let me just have up the 3 stocks that I am trading on my side of the charts over here. That way I can still look at them. LGVN today did come down quite a bit. You know, volume has died down also. Only 1.5 million shares so far. And trying to just trade sideways around $11. Yeah, we're below 11. Yeah, we also went above 11. Look at this 100 period rejection on the 5-minute right here around 1150s or or so. So clearly looks like we have some ranges on the downside and the high side where the stock wants to just bounce between it, and we just gotta let it bounce between, especially on a day like today when the market is down. Everyone's feared about LGVN. Everyone's feared about what's going on with interest rates and so on. So LGVN relative volume dropping down and just trying to trade sideways. So just let it do its thing over there, in my opinion. Missy?
Prad, also someone brought TKAT, our Chinese name. We learned that a lot of Chinese names are down today, but that TKAT is actually going higher.
TKAT, let's go check out TCAT. TCAT on AMAX, if I remember correctly. Yes. It is awesome. So TCAT on AMAX, up 10%, especially on a day like today where markets are pretty scared. I believe even the European markets went down quite a bit today off the open itself, and more sanctions might come out from Europe towards Russia, so that's also bringing the market down. Overall, though, TCAT shaking that off, not caring about it at all, moving up almost, 11% with 6 billion shares traded today. I think that's a little low on the relative volume end, though. Let me just go confirm that. No, never mind. TCAT doing 9 times relative volume, tons of relative volume still there and helping the stock move around. Obviously, almost to $4 today, $3.99 being the high day. And if I go look at TCAT over here, do I have any levels mapped out? I really don't. But I'm looking at this $5 to this $5 level more. So let's see if it has actually managed to get there. It looks like we did do that on this day over here, April 4th on TCAP. But right now we're just seeing rejection around $4. It could have popped to $4.20 if it wanted to, if it had some buyers or wanted to shake people out. But obviously did not do that yet. Volume is still there in the stock after the open. We got a little bit more volume around 10.50 or so. Now 11.20, almost 11.63. Why do I see 10:16? Because I'm looking at the future. So it's 11:16 Eastern Standard Time right now, and markets still hanging out by the low of day, not really doing anything. Let's go quickly to our Twitter position. Twitter currently still doing absolutely nothing, and it's in the profit zone though, which is good. Maybe we think about taking nah, I don't. Yeah, why not? 10 cents we'll take. Let's see if they give us a fill for 10 cents below our entry, and then we can hold the rest for the way down move. But obviously Twitter trying to bounce back up right now as we're talking about it. There we go. They gave me the fill. Thank you, Twitter.
Great job on Twitter, Prad. And did we talk about TLRY yet?
No, we did not.
There are great news for TLRY today. That's a catalyst that subsidiary owned by TLRY named Manitoba Harvest entered into an exclusive partnership with Whole Foods, ooh la la, to sell its hemp powder at its locations. In pre-market, TLRY was up more than 3%. Now we're up more than 12% on that name. Went low of the day 7.54, rebounded, and now back to highs.
While you do that, I was just actually watching Twitter. I gotta probably close my Twitter position here. It's about to test the high of the day. Thankfully, I have my stop out. But this what's it called? I can't speak right now. But Softy at the moment is currently at $300. Lower day $299.99. So it looks like we broke 300 and are trying to support 300. So I'm taking a small long over here on Softy, giving it the risk of lower day. Let's see if we can work out a long for us to help us add to our P&L. Obviously, markets hanging out at the lows, not really doing too much. So I think if we do get a long over here, Softy could be a good candidate in front of 300. Here goes what's it called? Twitter trying to take out the high day right now. So obviously we could get a possible move above 52, 53 here towards 55. And then at that point we could look for a better possible short on Twitter. Let's quickly go right back to Softy. And then we can maybe look at TLRY, which I believe, Softy now coming down a little bit lower, which is perfect because we can add a little bit more size on Softy on the way down. Currently, how much do I have? Okay, that's fine with me. And awesome. So we're coming a little bit more down on Microsoft. Did I get that size? I did get that size. Now I can throw out a stop on Microsoft, 299.5, 299.89. Let's go actually 85, 84. And how much size do I have? My average size is 316. We might just get stopped out now though, because market's trying to go lower. S&P 500 also trying to take out the low. Nasdaq trying to take out the low. Let's see if at Microsoft can help markets from going too down. Apple also near 170 at the moment. Apple trying to see if it can find some buyers in front of 170, while Microsoft's trying to find some buyers in front of 300. Twitter's still in the money. We did not get stopped out on it. Affirm is already in the money for the whole time, has never been out of the money. So the only thing now we really got to focus on is what does Apple do for the market over here? Does Apple push down below 170 and burn the market with it, or does Microsoft help out? Does Apple join partners or join teams with Microsoft and help out the market bounce over here, at which point we could just get burnt on the Twitter short instead, but Affirm just wants to do absolutely nothing for us. Canadian customer, Miss V, complained borders open. I'm not sure what that was about, but we just talk about stocks here. So let's just go to stock market. I think she was talking about TLRY though. Twitter shorts are working out. That means market might be burning over here. Let's quickly go check out what the market's doing. I'm also covering some Twitter shorts. Let me just quickly go over here. Twitter.NY. Do I have any orders out? I need to cancel that one. Need to cancel that one. All right. Twitter filled me to the way down. Awesome. Microsoft's going back to the upside, so that's not Microsoft going to the downside. Sorry, that's not good for me though. And we were thinking about what Affirm wants to do for us. Not Affirm, sorry, Apple. Is Apple back above 170? It's still above 170, which is good. Low a day at 170.13. So Microsoft maybe joining team, sorry, Apple may be joining team with Microsoft, allowing the market to not go too far to the downside, at which point our longs could just start paying us a little bit of money over here. My only long at the moment is Microsoft. Twitter and Affirm are my only shorts. Those are my only trades at the moment.
Thank you, Brad. Real quick, 77 is asking if you and I are in the same room. Yes, we are very close. If we really try, we can give a high five to each other.
Why are you lying to these people, Missy?
All right.
You're not next to me.
Stop. Don't tell them. But soon, actually, we'll be sitting at the same desk. We will have many more angles. Show will be so much more fun.
That's right.
So, guys, stay tuned. And I'll tell you a secret. Sorry, Brad. All of us are here on the same trading floor. Traders, Brandon, Sean, Neil, even big stars are here with us.
That's right, baby. We're in a perfect environment that can help the people who really want to grow. And for those who want to stagnate, oh my God, you scared the crap out of me. What was that? Clearly, you're trying to. I know you're trying to prove it to him. Oh, I wasn't looking, so I just turned over and I see something like, oh, that scared the crap out of me. Good one, Miss V. You know what though? She deserves to scare me because I do that every day for her. She tries to come over here, and all I have to do is go, and she freaks out, and that's my best part of the day over there, is scaring the little girl. And I don't know why I call her little. She's a big girl now. I'm a big kid now. Right, Miss V?
I'm a grown woman.
I'm a grown woman. Awesome. All right. So Microsoft's in the money, but not really doing anything for us that I can be proud of just yet. Market's trying to move up, but I'm guessing just a tiny little fake bounce on the market. Not too much of a bounce. Apple moved up quite a bit off of 170.13 lows. So maybe I actually want to think about closing my Twitter short at the moment, because Twitter might turn around on me. So I'm actually going to close my Twitter short. I don't like my Twitter trade anymore. We are getting out of it. We're once again flat on that trade. No money was made. But what is going to make us money at the moment is this Microsoft, baby. Microsoft long off of 370 cents in the money. Sean is going, because I'm guessing he missed out on that opportunity. Thank you, Sean, though, for calling out the 300 level, because I would have not have been watching it have you not called it out for me. Sorry? Long 04 300? Oh, he actually got it. Nice. He got a better fill than me. Darn it. He's at long 04. I'm long 16s. But at the end of the day, we're both in the money. Market's moving up in a beautiful fashion. There goes NASDAQ, S&P 500, ripping past to the north side. Why am I not taking profits? So let me just throw out some orders here. Because I have a stop that's not allowing me to take profits. That's what's going on. So let me take out some profits over here on their way up towards 301. Almost $1 in the money on Microsoft. And now I only have 60% of my size left. Let's see how much more can we get out of this move. Obviously, I do want to get back into my MES shorts in front of 44.60. I do want to get back into my shorts. Maybe we wait a little bit longer, because Apple and Microsoft obviously reaping right now, ripping to the north side. I'm gonna send Pratt a Rockets jersey. Please do, because this one is so bad at the moment. I had to questioned myself 3 times if I wanted to wear it. I ruined this jersey quality. There's so many like spots on it. Obviously, when my friend gifted me this jersey, I don't know how to maintain jerseys, so I put it in the washing machine. I put it in the dryer. Now it's all
Uh-oh.
exactly. Now it's all
There is
crumpled.
a label on the back that shows
Okay,
you how
you think
can
you think
wash.
men read instructions, Miss V? IKEA, we get an IKEA box and we just make it. We don't read instructions.
I see. That's actually true. Majority of them.
Yeah, you get the point. We don't read instructions.
When you do your Lego
cuckoo.
car, would you read instruction?
Probably not.
You really?
I'll think about it.
Wow.
I'll think about it. Listen, I'm a man. I need to do it the man way.
Right.
I'm an idiot. Let's put it that way, right?
It's all good.
But no, I ruined this jersey, and I'm pretty upset about it. I almost teared up wearing this jersey today. I was like, how did I do this to this jersey? I'm a dummy dum. But here goes Apple on the way up, obviously coming back down now. A firm pushing down hard. So I'm thinking about taking this Microsoft scalp, maybe a little bit more profits out on this Microsoft scalp. That way we only hold half of our size left on Microsoft. Are they not going to give it to me? Now we only hold 50% of our size left on Microsoft. My average now 299.97. Haha, Sean. Now what? Obviously, we're gonna throw out our stop at the low of day. Let me do that. 299, 299.89. Let's go 89, and then only half my size left. So we have our stop out. Now we let Microsoft roam around for us. And what else is roaming around for us is actually this bad boy, a firm, which is now 40 cents in the money, same as Microsoft. Both of them 40, 50 cents in the money. We have 80% of our size left on a firm. So let me just recreate this order over here for how much size I have left. That's my stop that I'm recreating. And there we go. I thought I would not trade stonks today, and I'm actually trading stonks today. Oh man, I got shaken out on my Twitter short. Twitter now going below 52. I thought this was a bad trade at the end of the day, but this would have been in the money, I guess, if we were holding on to it. Twitter now coming back lower. Let's see how low can Twitter go. I can finally actually cover TLRY now because Microsoft was going crazy. I know Miss V called it out quite a bit of time ago, so I apologize for that, for not covering it. So TLRY obviously has a couple catalysts. I believe one of them was earnings report. And
Tilray and also their subsidiary is going to sell their
Manitoba
hemp
something?
powder. Yes.
hemp powder in what was it? Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Whole Foods, they have a partnership with Whole Foods. Obviously, this is an angle my brain didn't even think about. Is the weed companies teaming up with such as Walgreens or Walmarts and Costco's to sell their not only hemp products but also edible products and so on. I didn't think about that angle. I was always only thinking about going into a dispensary and buying weed to smoke, right? As a pothead, that's what you think about. So that's what my mind was only thinking about. So obviously there's another angle of for weed stocks over here that can boom and take off the same way I thought pot would take off but didn't. So all things considered, Tilray moving crazy to the upside, 14% today, and I think some of those deals could help them out in the long run, obviously. But what is not being helped out at the end of the day right now is Twitter, because Twitter is crushing down even lower without me, which upsets me. And Microsoft was moving up, but now Microsoft's stalling out a bit, which confuses me. But obviously we're holding some size over there, and now we're just gonna have to look what we want, find out what we want to do eventually on these stocks. Dumping my long on Twitter. Nice. Beautiful long, obviously, on you. Your perfect way to do it, I believe, in my opinion, is what you're doing right now. You held it for this move up, and then you had a trailing stop. Basically, I would consider that was a trailing stop because after the stock fell through a support level such as for example, 52, you got out of your trade. Obviously, it looks like you manually decided to do that, but a beautiful execution at the end of the day, without a doubt. Miss V? Oh my! I missed out my opportunity to trade.
I wanted to ask
Oh,
you, like, if
wait!
you-
I still have time. Miss V, take
yeah,
over.
sure, no worries. All right, guys, let's take a look at my trades. Meanwhile, here we go. My favorite Tesla animation. Hello, Elon Musk. If you watch us, we love you. Tesla, I went short at Tesla at 1063. Again, at the open, we had a little bit spike to the upside to 1078. was expecting that, and actually I had a short order at around 10.86. We never got that, so then I waited until 11.40 when Tesla again spiked a little bit. I bought that top at 10.63. I mean, not bought, but went short at 10.63, and boom boom boom, beautiful trade. My last out was at 10.37, which means $26 per share in the money on that short trade. I really love it. And again, I'm still holding 10% on this trade. I have my stop loss at around 10.50, right at the VWAP. So if we get there, I'll just execute in this area. But I still hope we go at least to day lows to around 10.33, or maybe we'll break like to 10.28 or something. I still want to hold, and I won't get out of this trade until we go lower, or either my stop loss will kick me out. Anyways, it still will be profitable out for me. And another name I'm shorting today is BBAI on New York. I will hit Valeria Bear as I have two shorts today. And again, we have that BBAI on the watch list today. Big Bear AI, you see, it's micro cap, low float AI software company, gaining traction and attention from trading focused social media sites. So pumped on social media name. I went short at 13.53. My first out was 12.49, and then 11.09, and still have around 50% on this short trade. So I will wait again. My stop loss would be around this area, 12.77. If we break that to the upside, I will get out right here, guys, and I will bring the chat back. So if you have any questions for me, or you wanna ask me a question, you're more than welcome. Here we go. We have a new member, Carl Ritzer. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the green side. I hope you're having a wonderful, profitable day. Hitmaker E, I love you, Miss V. I love you back, Hitmaker, and I love you all, guys. And also, if you want to support the community, please don't forget to like this video. But I have even better news for Trader TV Live community. We hit today 290,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Which means
290?
Yeah, we need just 10,000 subs to become 300,000 subscribers community.
Let's go.
If you're not subscribed yet, guys, please do so. And it's very convenient. You will
We
be
got
receiving
1,000 from yesterday till today.
Yes,
That's crazy.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there. Super excited.
How many did we need? You answered. You were asking Friday. Friday was like 15,000. You said.
No, I believe we had 18.
18 that we needed on Friday.
Yeah, so we already made 2,000.
Let's
which is great, guys.
go.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it a lot.
Let's go. We're getting up there, and soon we're about to get verified check marks. You said.
Yeah. So we're gonna become 1 million subscribers community.
And what do you get for 1 million?
I believe
diamond
gold,
button? Gold?
Maybe I don't know.
What do we have? Silver.
We have silver.
We have
so, I
so
believe
gold 1
will be
mil.
next
I
one.
think 10 mil is diamond.
Wow, can't wait.
One day we will. Trust it. In the process, we just gotta
Yes,
believe in the
yes.
process.
We're on the way.
That's right, and our beautiful viewers. Something else you gotta believe is in your trade, which right now, honestly, I don't believe in Microsoft. So we're gonna get out for this one for a loss, not a loss, but profit right away. Bang, we got out our long for Microsoft. Thank you, Microsoft, for a beautiful win. Affirm is actually paying us a lot right now. Market's trying to go back to the downside. That's exactly why I closed my Microsoft short, or sorry, Microsoft long. Sorry, Affirm, my #1 stock of the day. Let me actually do this right here. Filter it by net. Thank you. Oh wait, Affirm will be my #1 stock of the day once I close this trade, but Microsoft right now is my #1 stock of the day, obviously. And like I said, I'm pretty surprised that I'm even trading stocks today, because I was under the idea that I would only be trading futures today, and that idea of 44.70 short on futures once again playing out. You would have got a beautiful short to the downside. Obviously, I was more focused on trading Microsoft and Affirm for you guys, so I missed out this opportunity on futures for me. 3K viewers and 420 likes. That's a great number if you ask me. But yeah, obviously a little bit more would be great. We would love for a lot more. 437. I was just checking if I liked it, and it looks like I did. So yay me, yay boys. Let's go, and girls.
Dominic Famulara sent us a super chat on the morning show, but we didn't have a chance to take a look at that name, so maybe you can help us. MF, Miss Fresh, I believe, some restaurant chain, up 26% on the day, 23 million volume.
Yeah,
No news.
MF was actually also a stock that was from yesterday called out from Dominic Famularo, I believe, and I actually was scrolling back to see how the stock traded overall yesterday. We got this move up over here. Eventually, we ended up around the same consolidation areas that it popped up to. So it looks like it's kind of replicating a little bit of that move. So we did go to 150 yesterday. Today, we almost went to $2, up 25%, another 25% yesterday. I think we were also up 20% or so. So MF still moving around, but still under $2, and actually finding support now around, looks like yesterday's high. So 150 yesterday's high, finding support around those prices over here on the way down. Let's see if we crack lower to end up where we ended up over here near the 120s, or do we just trade sideways and wow, rip up from here, which would be great, obviously, for MF on NASDAQ from the Famularo Classic. Miss V and Prad, please talk about TELL, T-E-L-L. I think this was, I forget the name now. What is it? TLRY. There you go. That's what the name is, TLRY. So TELL obviously up another day today, 2% with 16 million shares traded so far, and trying to do what? Let's go figure it out. What the relative volume is on TELL. Relative volume on TELL 1.35. So still doing decent amount of volume, obviously, but we would like for it to do a lot more volume today. TELL trying to currently, stay above VWAP and hold up on VWAP. Let's see how much higher can this one figure out to hold up. How much longer can it stay around this VWAP area, or does it eventually break back to the downside, because it is lacking a little bit on the relative volume end, obviously, as we saw already. A firm broke under 40. Great short. A firm break under 40. Did it? Nice. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. I might actually add to my short here. Maybe not. Not yet. We still don't have a reason really to add to my short on the way down. My average is 40.93, but I have a reason to take profits, obviously. So let's just throw out another order down there, see if they fill us on the way down. Have a reason to take profit. What was my last profit mark on a firm? My last fill was 40.88. So we took a fill at a, once again, a pretty bad fill if you ask me. Down here we have 60% of our size left, and once that size disappears, we don't have a trade anymore. A firm most likely going to end up being my #1 stock of the day currently. Square broke 125. SQ.NQ, SQ.NY. Let's go check out Square. Square broke, looks like 125 to the downside, maybe, I'm guessing. But let's go check it out. Yeah, 125 to the downside, and market's not really moving too far low. So going back to check on Apple over here, go check what Apple is doing. Apple at the moment still around 171s. Microsoft back to the bottoms of 320s. So if Microsoft does want to go back lower, closer to 300, maybe we can look for another long opportunity. That's good enough for me right there. That's good enough for me right there on Microsoft. So we're going to get back in long. We're long 313 on Microsoft. Let's see if Microsoft wants to pop off these bottoms on 300 the same way we got it before, because Apple is still around 171 or below 171, unlike Microsoft, which is all the way back to the low of day, or almost pretty much back to the low of day.
Prad, Aces.com is asking Miss V, how are you going with Tesla? Well, Aces, I'm still holding just 10% of my short, and I remind you that I have my stop loss at 10.50, but I really don't want to get out in here, because I want to try to hold this all the way into the close. I'm not sure if 10.50 is the good level for this, but still I want to still make profit out of that stop loss, but at the same time, hopefully it will give me more short opportunities and Tesla will go a little bit lower. But yeah, I really want to see, want to try this out, to try to hold some positions all the way into the power hour.
Yeah, all the way into power sour, whatever hour we
Sour.
want to call it. You know, we love that hour, obviously, but I think some moves will be presented to us before that around 2 o'clock. So obviously, waiting for that beautiful 2 o'clock move to come in and show to us what type of a market we're gonna see for the rest of the day. You know, obviously, we'll see some wild swings coming in around 2 o'clock, and then it will might after 2:30 or so, based on whatever the interview questions are and how they're answered, you might see some extra prolonged moves or no more prolonged moves, but some exhaustion coming into the market. Microsoft back to 300 flat. Could have got a nice 300 flat entry. There we go, 300 flat. Let's see if they fill us over here 300. Yeah, they did. Awesome. So giving it to the lower day, not giving it too much risk on Microsoft over here, obviously, and we might just get stopped out on it on this move, but thankfully we won't give the money we already made on the stock for the day back. We've banked up enough money off that initial push up that we already had on Microsoft, and trying to get another push up. If we do get another push up, another $70 70 cent move, that would be beautiful. We are just scalping the crap out of this level at the moment. Apple not really pushing down. This is why I have faith in my long at the moment, but at the same time, Microsoft's looking a lot weaker than Apple, without a doubt. So let me just throw out a stop here for the lower day break, 299. So 299, let's go 84 instead, and then we'll do shebang. Awesome.
Prad, I want to give a big shout out to Isa, aka Isa Mohammed. He sent third super chat since the start of the show. Thank you so much. Love it, absolutely. Your support, sending you great energy every day. Just literally love your support so much. You make my day every day, Isa.
It's Aisa, Miss V. I'm joking. You don't.
Isa said I can
I
call
know,
him
I
as
know.
I
I'm just
want.
joking.
I
I'm
just got used to Isa so much, but Aisa.
No,
Aisa Aka.
I'm sure Aisa
Isa.
doesn't mind. Okay, Aisa loves it the way you said it, and actually probably dreams about it every day whenever you say it. Okay.
You're gonna
Okay.
go change his
So
name to Isa now.
don't be upset. I'm just joking. You know me. I'm being a troll, Miss V. I'm trying to do right now though. What I'm trying to do right now is capture some profits. Looks like they're not gonna try and give it to me. Let me just try to take out the. This stop is gonna bug me. So let me just remove that stop and try to take out some. Bang, we'll just take out liquidity on the way up, and once what's it called, 299.90 does get taken out, we'll just walk away from that. Twitter holding beautifully on the 3-minute 100 period EMA on the way down, which is currently at 51.50. So the 100 period EMA, I think it's the 100 period EMA that I'm looking at. I believe that's the 100 period EMA. It's holding up pretty well on the 3-minute chart at the moment, and not really going too far low from that. Apple holding up also, and Apple moving, trying to move back above 171 over there, and this is why I believed in my Microsoft long, and Affirm at the moment coming back above 40, and this is why also I did not want to add on my Affirm short overall, because you know, this is the story that we're used to, the market just whipping around up and back and forth the whole day until 2 o'clock, and once 2 o'clock happens, you might see some really extra prolonged moves coming in across the board. What is AMD doing? AMD went as low as 101.71 and whipped right back to 120 something. What is it? 103, not 120. I don't know what I'm smoking there, but 103. Let's quickly go right back to Microsoft, because Microsoft's moving again to the north side. So I'm going to throw out some orders almost every 10 cents apart. That way we can capture some profits on the way up and still hold some core size for the move up. Microsoft might just end up becoming the #1 ticker for me on the day, taking out Affirm for that leadership.
Garrett Votow, thank you so much for 2 super chats. You said so sweet of you. I hope you're having a profitable day. And Garrett sent us here a sun hiding behind the cloud emoji. And in the next super chat, sent 2 umbrellas for me and Prad. Thank you so much, Garrett. It's so on time, because you know, pretty rainy weather in Toronto is promised for this week, so it will be needed. And I hope you're having a wonderful sunny day. And third super chat from Garrett Votow, sending us dogs. Both of us are having dogs, so that's super cute. And if you guys have your pets around, give him a kiss.
Did you show your Tesla trade today?
Yes.
Nice. Because I
Did you
think
see
someone
it?
was asking. I was looking at stocks, so I did not.
I can just show you a quick recap. So here's my entrance 1063 and my out 1037, and I'm still holding like 10%.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What's it at right now?
It's 1042. My stop loss
1042.
1050.
So yes, I think is Tesla going down is what Hector asked right now. So let me quickly take a look at it while Miss V could, if she wants to answer, she can too. But what I see right now on Tesla is this 1035 high from not too long ago looks like 23rd of March, and we're exactly around those areas 1030, 1032. What's the low today? 1032.75 is the low a day today, and we're trading around that area. So it could go lower. Honestly, anything is possible if market does want to push lower based on FOMC minutes. It could take out the 1030 low, but I think right now, based on the consolidation, it's trying to bounce off of that. What's your opinion?
I think that this 1032 would be great out of this trade. Also, as you said, that 1030, 1032 is a good support level, a key level for Tesla. So yeah, but like I just want to see what we do again. Fed minutes are coming. We never know what's going to happen. It either can dip or spike to the upside. But yeah, it doesn't really want to go lower than this level. But I can allow myself to sit here and wait what's going to happen. I won't be mad if we go higher. Maybe I will even like jump into the long trade. What was that?
Be mad. You gotta get mad sometimes. You can't be cute all the time. You gotta
get mad. Yeah.
You get mad?
I do.
Never seen you mad.
Happened on the show even. Like,
When?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure.
Miss V mad? We gotta see
Was
this
screaming at the stock probably.
It's not Tesla, that's for sure.
That's
we know
not
that.
Tesla.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to trade over here, and I can't throw an order. That's because there was no Microsoft in the box up top over there. Microsoft still moving up, only 50% of our basket left. Microsoft now 70 cents in the money, while it dropped over there to 60 cents in the money. But, market's just playing around in those same levels that I mentioned not too long ago. This 44.70 barrier coming in hard, and this 44.55 bottom coming in hard on either side of the market, and not letting it go too far to the downside. Something similar happening on NASDAQ too, NQ/M22CM right now bouncing between 4,500 and 44.50. I'm just ignoring the one in front of it. So 4,500 and 44.50, just bouncing in between those two ranges, giving you the beautiful scalp trades for anyone who was constantly reloading and unloading on their positions, giving you beautiful scalp opportunities for all day until FOMC basically. So anyone who wants to take advantage of that, that is something that is being offered on the table. AMC back to the low a day and trying to see if we can get below 2022 or even the $20 flat level. So if we were to go here on AMC, you will see that, I actually thought AMC would be above my box, but basically we're under my box at the moment, which is this $21 high and this low of this box can be now repainted. Let's go this way. Let's bank it that way. And then, so basically, we're looking at this box on AMC where I believe the stock will basically trade here for a little bit before we see some more crazy moves off of HYMC or some meme stock related moves happening on AMC. So another beautiful opportunities for the apes to reload on their positions for their long terms. GME, since we're talking about AMC, might as well go talk about GME. GME today, though, wow, with 2.3 million shares traded, flat on the day, trading sideways. Is GME the new meme king? Well, I guess GME was the meme king to begin with the whole time. GME was the father of the setup, the mother of the creation of how to play short squeezes. So GME was the original stock that started all of it. So maybe I was wrong in saying is it now the king, because it was always the king. Power to the players for GME. Good morning, Pueblo, Mexico here. Have you ever traded XOL? No, I don't really trade ETFs like that, but I do trade stocks inside the ETF, which is AMD, NVIDIA, TSM, Intel. I don't even know if TSM's inside SOXL, but I would think it would be. But yeah, Intel and other chip makers all the time. Rivian gonna go soon, but I would like if you put a direction in there so I know what direction you're talking about. Rivian, obviously to the downside, like most stocks have been today, down about 50%, or not 50, 5%, sorry, down about 5% on the day with 10 million shares traded, trying to find support at the $40 area, but obviously we did go previously to the downside of 39.58. I'm not sure if there's any more room left for Rivian to go down just yet today, especially with how the market's trading. I think we're going to see the type of movements we're seeing for a little bit longer in the market, which is just boring, putting us to sleep. And also Rivian has support around the $40 area. So if Rivian does want to bounce, this would be a decent area to get some longs on and give it that extra room for the stock to wiggle around in. But obviously, I don't believe in the Rivian longs yet. There is a good catalyst on Rivian, though, that they are now back on par to keep up with their original delivery number. I believe it was 125,000 or 200,000, whatever the number was. They are now on par for that delivery number. Speaking about Rivian, though, I quickly want to go over here to Twitter. I quickly want to go over to Twitter because one of our viewers slid into our DMs. Brian James slid into our DMs over here and actually sent us something cool, which is a DJI drone video of the Gigafactory in Germany, the Giga Berlin factory, which was pretty cool to watch. This is basically how Teslas were made. You get to see the inside view of the plates being stamped of the doors and everything. And this is basically just a drone flying around the whole factory, you know, videoing the whole process. An absolute beauty, marvelous automation process from Tesla. And this is why we love Tesla. We love Elon. We love the king himself, right? At least I love Elon. I don't gotta say we. I love Elon. And
I love Elon
look at
too.
it. Sorry, Miss V?
I love Elon too.
You love Elon too. So Miss V, there's two of us who love Elon over here on Market Movers side. There's Miss V driving her Tesla. So yeah, beautiful video. I'll put the link over here in the chat if anyone wants.
Loves us.
Sorry?
Let's ask Elon if he loves us.
Let's ask Elon if he loves us. I hope he does. That way he can gift us a car. I'm sending you the video too because I think you will enjoy watching that. All right, so Microsoft now 80 cents in the money to the upside, moving back up north, and wow, futures all the way to VWAP on the 3. Let's go, sir. That's Did you reload on the way down? Oh, shit. I got O2s, yo. Let's go. I'm so close to you on that one. So we're just having a price battle of who's got a better price. And Sean beat me by 1 penny. By 1 penny. But the point is, we're both 90 cents in the money right now. And Microsoft ripping. Futures are all the way back up to VWAP at the moment. There we go. Not MES. ES is S&P 500. But I'm trading MES because I don't have the buying power to trade ES in general. Nor do I want to trade ES because I want to, build the level or the skills to actually move from MES to ES eventually. I'm not there yet. That's actually one of the reasons why I was trading futures today. So happy that I did not fight my own Microsoft long by going short futures. I think this gives me a better opportunity to go short futures over here at VWAP. So let's see where VWAP currently is, 44.75. We'll only take a small position. I don't want to try something too big over here. We'll take a small position, see if we can work with it. But at the same time, I want to take some profits out on Microsoft. Now we only have 20% of our size left on Microsoft, and we try to hold this to see if the markets can move the stock a little bit more. But obviously, my short on futures already paying me about 2 points in the money on the future short right there. MES/M22CM. 2 points in the money, and looks like we might just go down. And now I'm beating myself about why I didn't take more short on the futures over there. But obviously, if futures are coming back down, we're gonna close our Microsoft trade actually, and maybe just get back in at a different price. Nothing wrong with taking profits and putting them in your pocket. Nothing wrong with that. AMC looked good on the upside. AMC looked good on the upside indeed, without a doubt. Was that Mookie Wilson? No, that was Gary Life 101. Gary Life 101. Yeah, without a doubt, AMC does look good to the upside. Lower day pre-market lows, and especially with this market move that we got up north side not too long ago, it is very well possible for us to make a trade out of there. But I personally don't like the price that we're at. I would much rather be closer to $20, and that way I risk less than I think I will. Because if I go long here and the stock goes down, knowing me, I'm most likely adding all the way down to $20, right? they will sell trucks Rivian. I thought they already were making some, I believe, for Amazon, but obviously Amazon tested those trucks and said battery issues and so and whatnot. So that kind of came into hindrance for Rivian over there overall. But Rivian, anything is possible right now. The market needs to really cool its jets off until 2 o'clock, in my opinion. We still got 2 hours though, so maybe there's no need to cool its jets off just yet for the market.
Brad Samuel Ferty on the chat asking, Valeria, I have 10K. Which stocks should I invest in? Well, Samuel, first of all, you need to do your own research to find the stocks you see the future in. Also take a look at their charts. And on my side, I don't know, I like tech stocks. I like big tech stocks, especially including Apple, Google, Microsoft, anything from there. So I personally invest only in Bitcoin so far. So it's absolutely up to you. And remember, just for everyone who are planning to invest in any stocks, guys, make sure it's like not your last money that left. You should be ready to get rid of this money. Of course, I'm wishing you to double, triple your profit, but again, make sure you are responsible for your money.
100% well put there, Miss V, because at the end of the day, you are responsible for losing or making money. There's something that Greg always mentioned. There's no advantage for people like maybe Sean, Neil, even myself for giving out call-outs for long-term trades, because if you think about it, if you lose money, you'll say that guy's an idiot, he made me lose money. And if you make money, you'll maybe give us credit for that trade, but for the most part, you'll go, ha ha ha, I made money, it was my decision, I put that money on to work for me, right? So for people like Neil, Sean, even for myself or anyone on the internet side, it's almost a double-edged sword. But that being said, our job is to try and entertain and educate people on how to make better trades or more educated risks. At the end of the day, that's what you're trying to do, take more educated risks, right? So and I see a question based on this, which is Prad, for the long term, where would I buy Home Depot or Lowe's? So obviously I'm a very brand new long-term investor. I've started very recently. I bought Apple at 150s, AMD at 103s, PayPal at 119s, SoFi at 13s. Obviously I'm big time in the red on my account, right? But that being said, I'm still trying to build on skills that they've taught overall. So one of the skills that Sean and Neil have taught me, which is focusing on the 200 moving period average. See if you can load up on right now, if you focus on the Home Depot right here, this is the 100 period EMA. Maybe I can add the 200 period EMA for us. EMA, exponential moving average. Let me close this 9-1 because we don't need that, and we'll put the 200 over here, 200, and then the purple line is 200. So basically, anytime it's around the 200 or below the 200, I think is what they were telling me is a good point to think about loading a Home Depot. Well below it, let me actually put this color to a more visible color, maybe visibility, style. Let's go style. Let's go deep yellow. All right, deep yellow, and there we go. It's below it for Home Depot. You're also talking about Lowe's, which is LOW, kind of looking similarly like that. Apple is the one that Sean was mentioning to me to load up near the 200 period EMA on Apple near 150s, and that's what we both did. He loaded up at 150, I loaded up at 150, and now obviously look at Apple. Let's quickly go to AMD too. AMD near 114, 115s. Obviously we like the 100 level more. At the end of the day, you really want to focus on how much money you're willing to lose based on where your stop is, and size up accordingly to that for your long term, your short term, your swing trades, your day trades, whatever it is. Size up accordingly to that, and know that you will have a bigger chance of losing than actually making money, right? So if you think about it that way, think about a more risk averse way, your chances of going through the roof are just up and up and up. What is hurting me right now though is why didn't I not take more shares on my, or more contracts on my trade up here by VWAP? It was a pretty good read that I had, and exactly the same read that I had the whole day. Obviously now 5 points in the money on the future short, making moolah, but would have been making more, which sucks for me.
Brad, I just wanted to real quick add on that recommendations for investment. Great job. And also here's Sad Mahmoud. Really great.
Whoa.
Really great.
Beautiful. The way you
Yeah?
said it. Whoa. It's almost
Cool.
like you live in Dubai.
Well, thanks to Issa Mohammed. Just buy the ETF. It's actually great advice if you're just starting to invest. ETFs are a great start. And also, I would just recommend to not invest all your 10,000 in one name. Try to split it. So even if like some of your names are losing, the other one can bring you to the upside.
Yeah, diversification. That's a good point. Something that people also talk about all the time is buying stocks that give you dividends, right? Like Intel and many other stocks out there give you dividends for holding the shares on your portfolio. So you can also build multiple accounts. You know, build a dividend portfolio, build a long-term portfolio, build a nicely diverse tech and growth portfolio, or just put them all in one basket, but have the diversification that Miss V was talking about.
Brad, a few people talk about
yeah.
CLVS.
Awesome. CLVS called out from the chat. Let's go check out what this one is doing. Looks like there was actually a big volume spike not too long ago going into 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Obviously, we're now going to have lunch time for East Coast, which also is basically where some of the big money traders are on the New York end. So once those seats start becoming empty, you can see volume really drying up on the market. But CLVS showing us the opposite of that. CLVS actually showing a big volume rise higher than the pre-market itself. But remember when I say that these stocks could do this, but if they don't have a relative volume of over one, I don't think there's actually a substance behind that move. So obviously this stock being over one, showing us that, hey, Brad, there actually could be something here for later on in the day, as long as, you know, obviously all the stars align and the moon is not in retrograde and the sun is in the hero grade or the hero grade or whatever it's called. So as long as all the stars align for the stock, I believe we can get another move up north and take out the pre-market high, which seems like is currently at 315. Microsoft around 295, 297 is a buy. I don't disagree with that either. I think Sean was telling me, you know, Microsoft actually taking out the low a day over here, while futures are pretty much around VWAP. Very surprising, because I expected Microsoft would be closer to 301. So just goes to show how much weaker Microsoft actually is compared to Apple. Look at Apple. Oh, chug on, brother. Let's go, Apple. Keep on trucking up there. 170 and bounce at Apple without a doubt. Without fail, you cannot stop us. This is the Apple army you're talking about. We buy iPhones as soon as they drop. So
That's
look,
who we are.
we buy iPhones as soon as they drop. The Apple army coming in to not let the stock go much lower. Honestly, I'm regretting not buying as many shares of Apple as I could on the moment that the opportunity showed up to me. Obviously, I have more shares of this stupid stock than Apple, but I can't call it stupid when I'm married to it. But you know, maybe it's time for divorce from AMD and start marrying Apple over there. Jinx, I owe you a soda. Wyoming schools all paid by oil sales. Oil, since you mentioned oil in that sentence, that's the only thing I'm going to focus on. Oil K22NM or CM? Yeah, NM. Prad, come on, you knew it was NM. Why'd you type CM? Oil stocks today actually under 100 for once crude oil is below 100 now. And ooh, looks like that's a steep drop not too long ago. Around, what time was it? 11 o'clock? 11:15. We went from 101 to 98.83 per barrel. So looks like now we're trying to go back to 100. Let's see if that actually shows up. Talking about oil stocks, I'm actually going to go right over to Occidental. Oxy had a buy rating, I believe, on I forget who, RBC Capital Markets, maybe. Somebody came in and gave Oxy a buy rating. They said even though they doubled themselves in value, they still think that these guys have a pretty good sound plan for the future in terms of oil and other energy resources. So Oxy shaking off the previous downgrade with this new upgrade, and obviously this move is a little bit orchestrated from the crude oil's futures dropping down, but still positive on the day, not going into the negative off the crude drop below 100. Apple is going to hit 200 by summer. I'm going to lose my mind if that happens.
Brad, a few people talk about ADN.
ADN?
ADN, it's Renewable Energy Equipment Services, and it actually has news today. The company and Hyundai Motor enter into technology assessment, sales, and development agreement. This is catalyst for ADN to go higher today. Collaboration and deal with Hyundai. Nasdaq.
ADN is Hyundai?
No, ADN, it's a Advanced Technologies Holdings, and
Okay,
they
got
are
it.
now going in a deal with Hyundai.
What's Hyundai? And Hyundai is, I believe, Japanese.
Hyundai
is
Motors, let me check.
Hyundai. I'm just trying to spell it the way it's written. I don't think it's actually spelled that way, so don't listen to me, okay? I'm just being stupid. HYUN, I think. Hyundai.
Korea.
Korea. So yeah, hopefully that's how you say it. Hyundai. I love saying these card names sometimes. They're so much fun to say it. So obviously Korean, and they have a partnership with it, which is helping them move all the way up to 94%. Beautiful move up on ADN, obviously off of that catalyst today. 101 million shares traded. Obviously the relative volume is going to be off the charts. Let's go check out what the relative volume is. 273 times. Tons of volume. All you had to do was just go long and never look back, obviously. What is the 9:30 opening price? Looks like we opened at $2.58, which is all the way down here. Sheesh, 250. And literally, if you took the pre-market high breakout, which was around 265, you never looked back on the stock, and you got almost 100% on the day. So insane move coming, obviously, without a doubt, on ADN. I actually used to, I think, have a Hyundai car back home in India, or was it a Maruti? I think I had a Maruti car instead, which had a partnership with Suzuki, which is, I believe, Korean and Hyundai at the end of the day. I don't know. Anyways, who cares? Who cares? I'm just reminiscing in my head for some reason. Mr. Karen said, bye-bye market. I think market's still, hanging out, not really doing much. Yeah, I'm sure on my
Suzuki
futures. Tokyo?
Japan.
Oh, man, I'm just getting them all wrong today. I'm getting both of them wrong. At the end of the day, though, I think Maruti had a partnership with Suzuki, though, not Hyundai. Moving on, coming back to the market just still hanging out. We're under VWAP, yeah, we're down 1%, yeah, but not doing a whole lot on this move right now. Obviously, I would have loved to have more short, but I'm not adding it down here. I'll maybe add, if we go back below 45.65, I'll add more contracts on the way down. This guy's bad with cars. Listen, I'm bad with like 2 companies. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're
2
not.
companies that I don't even really know that much about. I apologize though. Let's be real, I am bad with some cars. I'm good with the car companies that I know.
Yeah.
That I know and I care about, I'm good with those. That's all that matters at the end of the day, right? CVX getting ready for a short. That's a good company to actually look at the moment, because we were actually talking about oil stocks and other stocks that not too long ago. CVX and Oxy were in the same basket at one point, which was they both got downgraded after moving up like crazy. So CVX kind of replicating a little bit of what's going on with Oxy, looking a lot similar to Oxy over here. I want to see if XLE is going to replicate, not XLE, if XLE is actually a good indicator for these oil stocks that we're looking. Yeah, beautiful indicator. Obviously, energy ETF, energy stocks, and what is the number one weightage for XLE? I believe it is CVX. XLEETF.com. XLEETF.com, and number one weightage is ExxonMobil. Sorry, so I was wrong. Exxon, then CVX, and then is Oxy. There's Oxy. Oxy's right there with 3%. So Chevron and ExxonMobil take up literally 40% of the ETF over there. So CVX is obviously going to look a lot like XLE over here, or XLE is going to look a lot like CVS. The Playmaker 88, I got in about 10:30-ish. Let's go for anyone who got in on a stock that's moving up. Congratulations. Keep on bringing in the money, the dollar bills, y'all. Cash rules everything around me.
Wow, it should be our intro. I swear. Isa Mohammed, hi, I missed you. Another super chat for Valeria. I appreciate it. I love it so much. And while we're here, guys, please make sure you like this video. If you were busy last time I asked it, maybe you have some time right now. It literally takes less than a second. If you guys in some case don't know where like button is, it's right here under the video you're watching. So turn this thumb to the up sign and turn it black. And if you watch us from your phone, please close the live chat for a second, give us a like, and come back. We're not gonna leave anywhere.
Unless it's 2 o'clock, then sadly
right.
we will have to leave you until tomorrow. Though we'll come back at 11, so we will not be leaving anywhere. Anyways, press the like button, indeed, as Miss V mentioned not too long ago. Microsoft, someone mentioned Microsoft lower days. Good idea for a long. I'll be honest with you, I like the idea, but Microsoft looks a lot weaker than the overall sector in general today. If you look at Nasdaq made a pretty decent move back up north side. S&P 500 also made a decent move back north side, whereas Microsoft actually went in the opposite direction, and we were actually playing long Microsoft this whole time off those bottoms too. So I don't like the way Microsoft is trading when Apple moves all the way back to VWAP and is kind of battling VWAP at the moment. You know, obviously we're above, under, trying to see what we can do over here on Apple, and Microsoft just trying to see what we can do with the lower day. I don't like that, what's going on over here, so I'm not going to battle Microsoft anymore on the bottom end. I'd much rather trade Apple or AMD, which seem to be stronger and a better correlation with Nasdaq at the moment, Nasdaq/M22, with the better sympathy trade or a basket trade that we can make off over there. A firm just gave me another exit to the downside. We only have 50% of our size left on a firm now. Let's see how much lower can we go. We're gonna try and hold this 50% more. Our average size is 40.94. Average price is 40.94, and we're trying to see how much low can we go. Obviously, we're $1 full in the money now on the firm short, and on the S&P 500 futures, we are 5 points in the money and trying to go lower. Obviously, if the market's going lower and Apple's also going lower, that's going to bring Microsoft even more lower than the lower day, and this is why I said I don't want to be going long on Apple. Sorry, not Apple, on Microsoft. Someone mentioned something that I want to go focus on. Looks like we have a little bit of room for it, though, because I want to steal that like away from Playmaker. That guy has been stealing away my number from me for so long that I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore, Playmaker. You're going to make me come down to Miami and act up if you take that like number again from me. Obviously, that was a joke. Please don't put me in bars. We know you're a cop.
Hatkus Maximus 666 likes is coming soon. That's right, we need just around 40 more likes to 666. So Playmaker 88, make sure you will try your luck out. And Isa Mohammed sent me a super chat with 50 United Arab Emirates dirham. Thank you so much, Isa. 7 super chat. It's my favorite number. My birthday is on 7th November, so I appreciate it a lot. Love you and sending you all the best.
I'm going to leave this little bar right here because people think I'm still trading paper accounts.
I thought you are leaving.
This bar right here will tell you right there, live trading. Okay, see how it says even my username, live trading. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that bar over there for any fools who think I'm just hanging around paper trading. And for anyone who does say it, you already see it right there in the chat. Lit out was timed out for 300 seconds. I'll just time you out for 300 seconds for saying something ignorant like that, and then have this in your face. So proof. Coming back to the market, did you get more donations from Isa? Obviously, why not, right? Isa just showering Miss V with the I forget what the money is called. What's the name? AED?
Saudi
Arab dirham?
It's dirham called?
I don't know.
It's give me a sec.
AED.
It's United Arab Emirates dirham.
Yeah, so dirhams. Nice. So just showering Miss V with all the dirhams.
That's right. Ready for my trip to Dubai.
Yeah, if you're going, I'm coming with you. Okay?
Okay.
You can't go to Dubai without me.
We go only 1+1?
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
I'll fit into your suitcase somehow. I'll have
Well-
to work out for it, but I'll fit in there.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Here we go.
Microsoft's taking out the low a day there. We're having too much fun like it's a Friday. I don't know why, but I'm having too much fun, obviously. Microsoft taking out the low a day there as expected. Futures are going back to the downside. I might think about adding one more size to my short over here. Why not? Just take out that size over there. Bang, bang. And now we have a couple more contracts. Obviously, we were looking for that move to the downside on the futures. We'll cover if it does manage to go there. Our average price is now 44.6825 on the futures short. And if futures do manage to go back all the way to 44.70, we'll just close it for a tiny loss, and we'll still be in the money on the day. We'll still be money on the futures because our average is so great to where our stop basically is. And now we can just hold on to it for the whole day, baby. Basically, if we get a good trade out of this, we can capture some down here at 44.58. Let's actually do that. We'll throw one order for 44. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that because then my average is gonna get screwed up. So we're gonna try and hold on to this a little bit, and we'll manually scale out of it if we need to. I already have it on my second screen, so I can focus it on there. And now affirm $1.15 in the money, still going to the downside. Not yet taking out the lower day though. I want to go confirm what the lower day is on Affirm because a lot of these candles look like they're dark pool candles. Lower day today, 39.39. Okay, market makers, you're having too much fun over there, and actually the lower day is 39.39 also on my platform over here. So it looks like everything is in order. Everything is in order.
Prad, we have a few super chats. One from WLFTRP for SSJ Prad. What-
SSJ?
Yeah, what's SSJ?
For SSJ?
Yeah,
I think it's a stock.
maybe. Let's
I've
check.
never heard of SSJ something.
Yeah, can you please?
Super Chicken maybe? No.
Maybe Jersey, SS Jersey.
Could be.
What SS is?
I don't even know.
Let us know.
They need to tell us
Explain.
more about that. Yeah.
But thank you so much anyways. And another one from Alex Enzo sending us hot dog emoji. I would love to have emoji, but today we have a fish.
Oh, Super Saiyan Prad. Oh. It's like a cartoon. Have you seen Dragon Ball Z ever?
No.
So in that cartoon, Super Saiyan is basically when you're going into your final form where you're going to be insane and you're going to fight your enemies and you're going to absolutely beat them up. But to go Super Saiyan, he's first orange hair, he's brown hair, or black hair, right? Goku is brown hair or black hair, and then he has to like scream for like 3 minutes, go ah, 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 just
Just
keep
2
on
minutes
screaming.
left. Go ahead, go ahead.
And then your hair changes to blonde hair, and it just stands up, and he goes into Super Saiyan mode where he can fight
Cool.
his enemies with like crazy power.
That's literally you.
Right now.
Cool. Ooh la
All
la.
right.
So thank you guys for teaching us something new every day. Tolga Oskan, sorry if I read it wrong. We have another super chat. I'm dying to know which currency is this while I'm doing this. We'll go back to Prad, but thank you so much, Tolga.
Jay Chambers, paper trader over 9,000. Yeah, 300-second timeout. 300-second timeout.
Turkish lira.
Turkish lira?
Turkish lira. We got a
Oh,
super chat.
Turkish lira.
I love it.
Ooh, nice. All right, I actually want to go cover some shorts over here on my futures because it would be stupid not to realize some profits. I'm way too deep in the money there to not realize some of that. So thank you. We're now only 5 points in the money based on our last average, which is 44.6425 is now my average price on the futures short. So if it does go back to 44.65, I am not holding this one for it to turn around on me. So let me just quickly do this. 44. Let's go stop price 44.64 and then 44.65, and if it does go back up top there, we'll just try to get stopped out in profit. Make sure we have no scripts running anywhere else, and we're good. Affirm, obviously we need to remake our script over here because we only have 40% of our bag left on Affirm, and Affirm wants to still go to the downside. Now $1.18 in the money on Affirm, and we're loving it. We're making money on the day. We're hanging out with the beautiful Miss Lee. We're hanging out with all you cuties in the chat who love smashing the like button for us, because if you're not smashing the like button, they throw out our lunches and I get fired. So make sure that doesn't happen.
Yes, please. And again, 1+1, so the same gonna happen to me. By the way, guys, Tesla hit low of the day here at 10:32. Let's see where we go again. I can't stop myself. I really want to hit another buyback order and get fully out of my trade. But I mean, if Tesla shows some weakness today, why don't we just try and hold it longer? Maybe we will try to get below 10:30s today. Anyways, this level looks really good at 10:32.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see what the market's going to present us with at the moment. Not really sure what I even want to do. I'm so confused in terms of what I want to trade or what I want to do. I'm just up on the day, so I guess I'm just happy on that note. But I also want to make sure I don't give back some money. That way I can build on the risk I've already made today. By risk, I mean I'm up on the day, so I have some money to lose on the day. Because as long as I'm up, that means I can take whatever money I've made and throw it all to a different trade and just go crazy all over again, right? That's the type of person I am. So I want to build this risk and save it for the 2 o'clock trade and the 4 o'clock trade at the 3 to 4 o'clock trade, basically, and see how much of a big day can we get up to today. Obviously, we're loving able to hang out with all you beautiful people on a daily basis and do this in front of you. DJI is strong compared to NASDAQ. I'm guessing you're talking about Dow Jones. Dow Jones on our platform is DAI. DAI at the moment is obviously coming to the downside. I mean, it has been downside the whole day, but obviously stronger than NASDAQ. Dow Jones, remember though, only holds 30 stocks, I believe, because it's called Dow Jones 30. NASDAQ 100 holds 100 stocks. MES holds about, or future S&P 500 holds 500 stocks, and so on. So this is a little bit of a lower basket if you're looking at the Dow Jones. If you want to look at a bigger basket, especially such as IWM Russell 2000, the low float index, I believe it's called, also looking negative, right? But a little bit healthier than the NASDAQ, which is at the lower days, and the IWM Russell currently trying to go down or test this double bottom we're creating around 199.77. Let's see.
We've got a super chat in terms of the TISI name from Alex. Thank you so much, Alex. I hope you're having a fun with this name, because 17% to the upside. Great. I just wanted to check maybe some news catalyst before that. I'll do it right now. We have now 2 million volumes. Not that great right now, but here we have some big volume candles. So let's go. Do you have any opinion on TISI, Brian?
TISI. Let's go check out. Sorry?
Team is the name of the company.
Oh. I thought I put the wrong ticker in. Okay, no. Team Inc. I have no idea what the company does. Do you?
I'll check now.
I have no idea what the company does, but Team Inc., as Miss V mentioned, TISI is the ticker on New York, doing 1.3 times relative volume. Anytime a stock does more than, I've mentioned this to you, anytime a stock does more than 2 would be on our watch list over here at the firm. But anytime a stock does over 1.3, it's still very good, nothing to complain about. So TISI today doing a decent amount of relative volume and trying to go to the upside. Why did I say crying? I can't talk. I'm sorry.
It's business support services.
Business sports services?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe they make jerseys for sports or something.
It's a provider of integrated, digitally enabled asset performance, assurance, and optimization solutions.
Okay.
Which makes zero sense for me. It supports in some way.
I'm going to act like it makes sense to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's all what I do every time. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I do too. So it's okay. It's sometimes we can't know everything.
That's right.
Especially with our beginner experience, we can't know everything. But we're trying.
Yes.
We're trying, and hopefully they appreciate what we're doing for them.
And receiving comments that we became much better than we were before.
Thank you.
That's the main goal. Never compare yourself to any other person. Just compare yourself to yourself you were yesterday. So that's the best.
I compare myself to Jim Cramer.
Yeah? Why?
No. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I don't. No, I don't. But team, as mentioned, or TISI that got called out from Alex Enzo, Mr. Ferrari himself.
From Alex, just Alex.
Oh, just Alex,
And
not
Alex
Enzo.
has a picture here. You see, he's either snowboarding or skiing.
Oh,
Your guess.
nice.
Your guess, snowboard or skiing?
I can't see it. Maybe I can.
I say snowboarding.
I think it was snowboarding too.
Alex, let us know.
Yeah, because I think it's snowboarding too. But yeah, team looks like it closed the gap over here that created from November 2021. So November 2021 gap, we dropped down to $1, consolidated at the lows, made new lows, and then obviously coming back right now to see what we can do around the gap close prices that we're currently at on TISI, obviously, and eventually maybe we can go see what we can do with the $4 price. Earnings report seems to be coming up not too long from here, 10th May, so about 1 month away from here. We are on the 6th of April, and on the 10th of May, around the time my Lego car shows up that I'll be building without instructions because I'm a man, obviously, duh. So we'll be waiting to see what TISI's earning looks like on then. How did TISI's last earnings look like? Red, 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 one green, red, 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 one green, red, 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 red. So it looks like for the most part, these guys have just been bleeding, absolutely bleeding. Something I did want to talk about today is this Palantir report that I found on my way to work. I found this pretty... Sorry?
Vacuum cleaner pause.
What in the heck is going on? Twitter post? I said Palantir.
Vacuum cleaner pause.
Vacuum cleaner.
You know, there's ad pause.
Yes.
This is vacuum cleaner.
Sponsored by Dyson.
That's right, guys. Right? Dyson, if you want to hear, our viewers will hear your vacuum cleaners.
That's right.
And hear the difference between Dyson and the regular one. Call us, +1 647.
All you have to do is give Miss V a hair straightener, was it?
Oh yeah, let's do this. Like, you see, guys, I'm not do curls that too much, but like if I had that Dyson.
Was it a curler or a straightener?
Yeah. Like they have all of that, but
So,
like I want a curler.
Yeah, what Miss V said. Give us one of those, and
Yeah.
we'll take a Dyson fan.
Yeah.
Those fans with the invisible
Yeah.
line.
And vacuum cleaner for Mark.
And vacuum cleaner for Mark.
And
Come
we're
on,
good.
Market Mover sponsored by Dyson. Come on, Dyson. Where's that? Where's
Yeah.
Where's the money at? But here's what I found on my way to work today. Pretty interesting document about Palantir and Scuderia Ferrari. Very interesting read. If anyone wants to read this, I'll put it in the chat over here. I found it very, very educating, very informative about what exactly Palantir is doing for Scuderia Ferrari for the Formula One team. And man, it's insane. The amount of framework and the AI analysis that Palantir is putting in for these guys makes me jealous because obviously they're working for my ops, and I don't like anyone who works for my ops. For anyone who's wondering what that means, it means opposition, the enemy team. They're working for the enemy team. I'm obviously the Mercedes McLaren guy, so anyone who works for any other company besides that, I'm upset about it. But looks like this is insanity, absolute insanity what Palantir is doing for Ferrari, and obviously it's helping them out big time, big time. So for anyone who's... Sorry?
Palantir?
Yeah, Palantir.
Shout out to Henry Zad, his
Henry Zad.
favorite stock.
He's long in it today? Or he trades it, you
He's
said?
just fan of...
Palantir?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all are over here.
That's
Sean
true.
is a big fan of Palantir. I'm a big fan of Palantir. And Kathy used to be a big fan of Palantir, and then I don't know what happened to her. Palantir, obviously, I still own Palantir. I am not selling Palantir, even though they're working for my enemies. I still love the company, and they're absolutely killing it at the moment. So, but obviously not being reflected in the market today or in the stock today, which is down 6.8%, almost 7% on the day, with 22 million shares traded, slightly under $13. I can actually look for a possible long opportunity on Palantir today, slightly under $13. So let's zoom out, zoom back in. So there we go. It could go as low as $12.84, and today we went as low as $12.91. So if market does want to bounce, I do like this long. That way I don't have to risk too much. We'll take that long on Palantir. I'm not risking too much. I'm risking the low of day, which is 12.91. So let's just throw a quick stop on the way down. I would love to take a lot more size, but obviously 94s is going to hold, and I'm not going to get any shares filled on 94 if I sit on the bid. So I had to take out the liquidity on 95s and look at it. 95s are just evaporating. They're just filling all 95s in mid prints, and now all the levels on 94 moved up to 95. The bids are moving up while the stock is moving up, and all the fills are on the ask. Basically, only the ask is getting filled or mid prints are getting filled. Those are all indications that I'm on the right direction of the trade. All in all considered, that scares me for my future short. Maybe I take my profit on my future short over here and I walk away with it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I delete my stop, and then I complain about how I walked away from a beautiful trade later on in the day for everyone else to laugh at me about. Okay, so that opportunity will for sure arise later on in the day for you to laugh at me. So hold on to your laughs for a little bit, and when that opportunity comes, I can't wait to see it.
Well, yeah, and another name from yesterday, SBFM on Nasdaq. Pratt looks like it's again trying to go back to day highs, up 5%. SBFM.
SBFM, I believe this was also a stock called out yesterday.
Yes, exactly. It was on the watch list yesterday.
Right. So for anyone who does not have our watch list, go check it out. We also have archives on there. I think I'll let Miss V talk about this when I go for my washroom break. You want to do it now?
Sure, I can
Okay,
show now. So guys, this is our watch list, and again, please make sure you add it to your bookmarks. It's absolutely free. It's being updated every morning at around 8:10, and also I saw messages this morning like, hey guys, how you find stocks which are moving, a lot of volume. So here's one idea for you. Here are all the biggest movers on the day. For sure, more names are coming during the day, but that's why we have this show, because if something else comes, we bring it up. And we also use trade ideas volume indicator. So if anyone interested, I will send you the link on the chat from Trade Ideas. And we also have Michael from Trade Ideas every Friday in the morning. So here's how archive works. You literally just register, and every morning like this updates, and here we have archive. So we were looking for SBFM. We go in April, we look for 5th April actually, and here we have Sunshine Biopharma, microcap low float up on useless companies. Newly designed mRNA molecules are effective against multi-drug resistant cancer cells grown in Sulter. Anyways, you got this, and that's why, guys, yes, I really recommend you to catch up with our watch list. And talking about this name again, yesterday I was trying to short that. Didn't really work for me. I ended that trade flat even, because at the power hour stock spiked back to the upside. That's why I'm not touching it today. Look what it does. It went all the way to $5, and now nearing day highs at $6. So I'm super excited also what this name is gonna do during the fast minutes. Also, I'm still, guys, holding that 10% of my Tesla. We broke that 1032 to the downside, and I'm super happy that I had strength to hold longer. My perfect out would be 1028. I think I won't be greedy. I will just get out if we get to 1028. But yes, overall, love this trade on Tesla today. And again, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask them for me on the chat. Maybe some stock you want me to take a look at. Too late, sorry, offer has expired because Prad is back.
Offer for what?
For me to review any stocks.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it.
That's already. You can take a look at SBFM. I just showed guys how watchlist archive works. I also will send you the link on the chat right now. Free, but priceless for knowledge.
Market's moving back up right now. So SBFM is what Miss V was talking about before I had to go pee. SBFM obviously up 8% at the moment with 20 million shares traded, trying to move up for some reason. I guess obviously because the market's trying to move up. Nasdaq is trying to also go up over here along with the S&P 500. And SBFM at the moment, I was running so I'm out of breath. SBFM obviously at the moment trying to see what we can do with the $6 level pre-market high of 620. Now let's go check out what SBFM looks like on the dailies, especially because I want to look at what the chart looks like yesterday. So we do have this box mapped out on SBFM obviously, and we're still trading in that exact same box. So this is the consolidation period that we mapped out yesterday on how the stock is trading. Support's going to be around $5. We are seeing a little bit of a resistance around 6 or 620. We'll see if it can get up to maybe 620 area, exactly right here, pre-market high. I think that's still gonna stand out as a barrier for that stock for today, unless obviously it manages to somehow get a ton of volume from somewhere and starts ripping once again to the north side. I want to go look at where my chart closed. There it is. There's my chart. So I'm expecting another barrier to come in around $6.20 for SBFM. And if I want to short it, I'm guessing I can't because I have to pay for it. Yeah, I just got a rejection order saying there are no shares available in the pool, so I would have to pay for the shorts, at which point no trade for me, obviously, without a doubt. And my hands are dry as a, we won't say the word, but they're dry. So let me just put some.
Okay, I'm
There we
dying to
go.
know dry as what. Meanwhile, someone brought TLRY. It at its lows on the day. Like we have some pre-market levels, but since the market opened, it the lowest for TLRY, $7.48 right now. Anyways, we're still up more than 6% on the day.
Up more than 6% on TLRY, you said?
Yeah.
TLRY. So yeah, TLRY was the catalyst that's coming in with I believe, what was it, Whole Foods catalyst,
Yeah,
obviously.
but again, last time we checked it, it was 12% to the upside, so like
Oh.
50% lost the gains.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously the double top around $8, and now it was actually funny because exactly when I pulled it up, it was up 6.66%.
Oh.
Exactly when I pulled it up, so 666. Somehow I still got my 666 number, which is good. Prad lubing up on the stream. Listen, you gotta lube up, especially when you're trading the stock market, because you never know who's getting screwed, right? You never know if you're screwing somebody or you're the one getting screwed. So lube always helps things go smoothly, right? Without a doubt.
Hydrate, keep calm and hydrate.
Exactly. Water for your for your intestinal lube, some lotion for your hand lube, whatever's required, right? Because someone's always getting screwed over here,
Lipstick.
without doubt. TLRY, because we're talking about TLRY, coming down right now, obviously trying to bounce off of this 100-period support at the moment. This is the 5-minute chart that you guys are looking at. The 5-minute chart is trying to see, well, is there any support near the 100-period EMA? Would be great for some support to come in, obviously, because this weed catalyst that we're watching yesterday too. I think there was a catalyst that came in that said the Democrats might just pass the bill or something. So if all of those come in, it could just move the market to the north side even more. But CGC not trading like a sympathy stock with TLRY over there. Maybe SNDL's trading like a sympathy stock. Let's go check it out if it is. SNDL is a little bit stronger than CGC, but still down on the day. A little bit stronger than CGC for some reason. And if we go to the marijuana ETF, which is MJ.AM, what are we doing on MJ? MJ is actually down on the day, going lower, taking out the lower day, and looks like this is why TLRY could be getting hurt right now and is being dragged down along with the other what's it called? The other weed stocks or marijuana stocks. CL popped over the 50-period EMA. So let's go check out CL. Looks like crude stocks are NM, sorry, or K22, not M22. Oh, maybe that's why I thought it was lower than 100. No, we're good. K22 is the contract that we're looking at, and even this contract is below 100. Yeah, crude futures still below 100, and you're talking about popped over the 50. This is my 50-period EMA. I don't really see it on the 5-minute. Not sure what period you're using. Maybe on the 1-minute. So let's go down to the 1-minute. If my chart crashes, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. So just slightly popped over the 50-period EMA on the 1-minute. But I like to use time frames over 1 minute, like 3 or 5. Now I'm basically using 5. The last time frame I used to use for you guys on the show was 3, but now we're using 5.
Prad, Rosnell Dufford asked me to take a look at ABBV. So ABV, you say. AbbVie is a research-based biopharmaceutical company, and it actually has news catalyst today, which made stock jump to the upside. It has granted co-non-exclusive royalty-bearing license to AbbVie's IP relating to Humira in select markets outside Europe. It makes sense 50-50. Some good news that some of its product have been granted to be released outside Europe markets. But here we go. We are up more than 2%. Nice jump at the open for ABBV. We are holding these highs above VWAP. 2 million volume, which is great. And also, yeah, moving higher. What's your thoughts on ABBV price?
ABBV. Let's go check out what ABBV is relative volume. And it's currently 1.42, which is a little bit lower than I would like it to be. Anytime over 2, obviously, is what I'm looking for. But still making great moves on the stock today. For $100 stock, moving up the way it is. Look at that. We're at all-time highs,
All-time
I think,
highs.
actually.
Yeah. Wow.
Very
Talking about stocks to invest in.
exactly. Talking about stocks to invest in. That's a good one, Miss V. So, you want to focus on, you said there was a catalyst for this too. So obviously that was a good catalyst, helping them out move north even more for a health and pharmaceutical company. Yesterday, I believe Biden, sorry, I want to go to Palantir. Yesterday, Biden, Kamala Harris, and Barack Obama were on the press conference for something about health in general. So maybe this is piggybacking off of that conference also in general for ABBV, which is absolutely on a rip mode. You got in at 117. Thing is a beast, 100%. The beast is the right terminology to be used for that, for what's going on that stock. And another thing that could be said, what is this? 721. That's not what I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to click on trying to do something, but I forgot what I was trying to do now.
No, talk about Formula One.
No, not Formula One. I want to talk about something else, and I completely forgot what it was.
Is it related to ABBV or
no? No, not really. I think it was something more. Oh, I was talking about Beast, so it was more related to UFC, really, because this week's UFC, it wasn't Formula One, but it was sports related. It wasn't Formula One, but it is sports related. I know. She knew exactly where I was going, but I got confused myself. Miss V's too smart. Oh, these two are canceled? What? They changed the fight, and again they changed the fight, and both of them got canceled. But this fight right here, this fight's gonna be insane. Volkanov, who's an absolute beast in his own space. Palantir coming back to the downside over here, not liking this trade anymore, but obviously we're not in too much of a size to be scared about just yet. We have our stop at the low of day. Also, let's scroll down to see if we see any size on Palantir anywhere. I don't really see any size. And also, let's quickly filter out all the size that's only 100 shares, because if it's a $12 stock, and if you're posting a size of 100 shares, I don't even want to see you on the book. So we're filtering them out, and basically this is where the liquidity is according to that. So if 192, 191 goes, we just want to exit out of that trade and take a tiny loss. You know, we're not in too much size, so take a tiny loss and get out of it.
Elizabeth Goodyear is super kind on the chat again today. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Prad and Miss V together is brilliant casting. And also she says that I am the Russian Maria Bartiromo. I have no idea who is this, but Bartiromo. Maria Bartiromo. She's an American financial journalist. Yo, so I don't mind. I'll take it as a compliment.
Let's go. Miss V is Miss V, though. No one can be like Miss V, and no one can be Miss V, okay? Miss V is Miss V. One of a kind, one of one, an NFT in real life.
One in a million.
What song is that?
I don't remember. Guys, if you know what song is that, you're one in a million, something like this.
I've never heard it before. Justin, you said?
Justin Bieber?
No, I thought you asked if Justin knows. Never mind. I'm hearing stuff. Oh,
lol.
Miss V looking hot as usual. Listen, you
Thank
simps.
you.
Calm down over there.
My sims are the best.
All right, so coming back to the market, we're still sitting in Palantir. We're still sitting in. Let's go check on what other stocks are doing. Twitter at the moment. Twitter looks like it's come down quite a bit. Twitter's still hanging out though by $51, which happens to be pre-market high. Also happens to be the 100-period EMA on this 5-minute chart that I'm looking at. Let's see if Twitter continuously can hang out by this $51 area and then move back up north, which I will be very amazed of. Pretty upset that we had pretty much the top tick of short on Twitter, and we're flat on the day on Twitter. We basically lost a dollar, not per share, but literally overall a dollar on this trade. So nothing happened for us overall. Our only loser stock on the day today is Apple, which is obviously. We were looking for that 171 break short, which didn't end up working out. I wish I flipped long at one point, or even got long at 170 on Apple, which happened to be a beautiful long all the way to VWAP. Microsoft, not really doing anything just yet. Microsoft still hanging out, still going lower and lower and lower on Microsoft. Aren't you glad I saved someone some money on a Microsoft long, especially when they were looking for a possible lower day bounce on Microsoft? This was the lower day bounce, in my opinion, around 300, which gave you so many scalps. It gave you a dollar scalp about two or three times on Microsoft. You do that 2 or 3 times with 100 shares. That's $300 right there on the day for you on Microsoft, right? And eventually it does break where you get probably slipped down maybe on the lower day, which was 299.91, and on that slip, let's say you slip 20 cents and your average price is 300.01, 300.02. At best, you slip 40 cents on 100 shares. You lose $40 after already making $300. That's the type of trade you want to go for, because the risk to reward on that setup is immense, right? Obviously, you can't do that now when S&P 500 futures are just sitting on the low of the day and not going too much to the downside, where Microsoft is just continually going to the downside. Even Apple is just hanging out by VWAP / the previous low at day near 171, where we actually tried to short it earlier. What happened to TLRY? Well, TLRY looks like it's being dragged down from by marijuana ETF. There could be some news catalyst over there that I don't know about that is bringing TLRY a little bit harder than anything else. But right now, though, what is happening is just the market for marijuana ETF is just bringing the whole thing down with it. Looks like Palantir does want to go lower. We're 1 penny lower than where the lower day was on Palantir. So I just want to focus on what Palantir wants to do here, and obviously, we're not going to get stopped out just for 1 penny break to the downside. We want to focus on a real break, and that's why I didn't have a stop already out there. If I had a stop already out, I would have most likely been stopped out. Let me see if I can build onto this position. It is 1 o'clock at the moment. Do I even want to be in a trade right now? Actually, considering that, I really don't want to be in a trade. So if Palantir can jump back up to 95s, I'll probably look to get out flat on this position. Looks like we might not be able to, because all the size is going into the bids at the moment. Look at the order just going into the bids. Let's just get out. I'm just going to get out over here for a tiny loss on Palantir. Now my only 2 losses on the day, Palantir and Apple. I don't like the long right now. And obviously we only have about an hour left going into about an hour 15 for the end of market movers, and also for the FOMC minutes, which are going to be some crazy trading opportunities arising all across the board for us. Here goes Palantir for another test of low of the day, and looks like we're going to clean out the low of day. Yeah, I did not like that long at all. Good thing I got out of it, because we would have lost a little bit more than we already lost, but how much I lost in it is really insignificant for my P&L for the day, so it does not even matter. Does not matter, mate.
But by the way, I love chat. They made investigation, and the song 1 in a Million was talking about as Neo. Not sure if you know who
I know that. Neo, yeah.
Yeah, Neo. So yeah, it's his song.
How come I never heard that one though? That's weird.
I'll send you.
Yeah. Put that in the chat for our work, and I'll listen to it without a doubt. I actually never heard that track before. Also, I don't really listen to Neo like that, so it's not really Neo's fault. It's just I don't really listen to R&B that much, right? But yeah.
I love R&B.
Something I was actually listening to today on the way to work was Key Glock's new album. Well, not new, but his deluxe album, Yellow Tape 2, which dropped, I guess, on the 25th of March, which bangs, absolutely bangs. There's only like a couple new songs that are new on there anyways. And Key Glock, man, I wish Sean took me to Miami with him because he got to see Gucci Mane, Key Glock, a bunch of other artists rapping at Miami and so on. Market's about to take out the low over here. Goodbye, market. Everything's about to most likely crack down over here. Obviously, we just took some more profits on a firm.
But not SBFM. Sorry, Brad. Take a look at this.
SBFM?
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Yeah, SBFM.
We're taking off.
Indeed, taking off is the right word, as Miss V just said not too long ago. Perfect terminology to be using because this stock is indeed reaping. $6 test is what we were looking for, or $6.20. We're currently at $6.30. I think this would be the right opportunity to think about, shorting the stock. Obviously, I don't have any shorts on the stock. I'm not gonna be paying for it at this time of the day when I'm actually thinking about not even trading for the rest of the day until 2 o'clock. And I'm actually looking to close my affirm position in the next 30 minutes or so because I don't want it turning around on me. Affirm now down negative 9.99%, basically the opposite of 666. That's twice basically I've seen 666 today. I'm telling you, I cannot end a day or begin a day without seeing that number. What's wrong with it? It's what, Pride? What did I say? I said, what? It's what, Brad? I don't know what I said, though. I think I said something.
Saying anything bad?
Oh.
Or weird?
Come on, guys. Like till 1,000 for Miss V. Just for Miss V, not for Trader Pride at all. Okay, just for Miss V.
Stop it. Guys, but indeed, please, we have 2,500 people watching. So means there are 2,500 like buttons over there. And wherever you're watching us from, we would really appreciate if you give us and share some positive energy, smash that like button, and support these two blondies.
Need Jesus in my life, huh?
You?
In my life, I was just talking to Frank Jones in chat. He said, "Sounds like you need a priest, an exorcism." Yeah, it sounds like I need Jesus in my life. Market does not. Or Jesus, yes, Jesus. I need Jesus in my life. Okay, so market is not actually going to the downside and moving back up north over there. So it looks like Microsoft could be something to keep an eye on. Microsoft did go lower than two. Ooh, I love this. 297.50 or 297.80 is the low day on Microsoft. We're now going long around 280, and if it does go back below low a day, we'll immediately walking out of that trade. Something that we did already around these areas on Microsoft. Let's quickly go to Apple, AAPL. AAPL is doing what? Apple not really going down and getting ready to move north again. So that's going to be a beautiful indication for me on Microsoft over here. We're only going to be risking about 20 cents on the way down. Let's see if we can get a fill flat on 297 on Microsoft. Flat 297 fill if they give it to us. Oh, wait, why would they give us a flat 297? I meant 298. Flat 298 fill on Microsoft. If they give it to us, we'll add to our position over there. That way we have a better price overall. And if market does manage to move up at the moment all the way back to VWAP or so, we'll build a nice long for Microsoft. Round 3, round 4. How many ever rounds we've been in already have all been successful for us. So why not work with it one more time? Who's drilling back there? I think it's Mark just getting things ready for us. Obviously, he's getting the new desk area set up. That way you guys can look at more fresh camera angles and more fun stuff. Wow. Come on, just give me my size. I'm on 298. They're not trying to film me. Really? All right, we're just gonna cross over and take out the liquidity then. You don't want to give me, we take. There we go. Now we're pushing down a little bit lower. Obviously my stop is on the break of 297 to the downside, so let me just do that. 297 297.79, and then the size I have over there, we're just gonna throw that out. And in Microsoft, if we lose on this one, we walk away from it and we come back at a different time of the day and try to make our FOMC trades really fruitful for us later on.
Prad.
Yeah, Miss V?
We have, let me find who asked about this. Nick Gold asked us to take a look at GDX, which is Van Eck Gold Miners ETF, a GDX on AM, actually 10 million volume and up 0.26%, but I like the volatility. Stock is definitely moving, and I also took a look at a higher time frame. We're here right now, so the resistance level would be at 38.50. We are now 38.39, real close. So what are your thoughts about this gold ETF? Any opinion?
Yeah, GDX gold ETF indeed. Obviously, for gold, it's a big thing to keep an eye out for. What's going to happen with inflation? A lot of people like to use gold as a hedge for inflation, hedge funds especially, and so on. And what comes out at 2 o'clock FOMC, GDX would be something to keep an eye out for a day trade or a quick little scalp trade off the 2 o'clock movement. Something else to watch for are the treasury real stocks, TLTs. Another one to keep an eye out for would be your QQQs, your SPYs, or even your futures in general. A lot of stocks, a lot of commodities will be in those basket of stocks that are going to be affected by the inflation number in case they do want to raise it. I don't think they are because it's just minutes, as Sean and Neil have already mentioned earlier on in the day. But you know, those minutes and what they have to say, what they sound like they're saying. Basically, you've seen this before from Brandon's screen. They throw out a paper and they highlight to you everything that was different in this paper compared to the last paper. And the last time they did that, about 75% of the paper was colored in red, which was basically everything was almost new words, new terminologies, and new ideas that were in there that weren't before. And that really shook up the market in a direction. Later on in the day at 2:30, when Powell comes on for his interview questions, he moved the market completely the other way. So you need to figure out exactly what is going to happen for based off the notes. Have some theories on your own. Obviously, if theories could flip around in a different direction in just a mere in a factor of seconds, just off a few words. So you don't want to be too rigid on your thesis. You don't want to be too rigid on your theory. You want to be flexible and be ready to flip on your theory in a matter of seconds and milliseconds. So a lot of things are going to be appearing around 2 o'clock. A lot of fun trades, and GDX is going to be something that for sure we're going to keep on watch, which is actually very flat on the day today with about 10 million shares traded, just up 0.33%, trading around VWAP and looking a little boring, if I may say so. This guy, Walmart all-time high. Let's quickly take a look at Walmart just for you, and then we can move on because I don't think there was actually a trade here for Walmart unless there was a catalyst for it. So Walmart all-time highs indeed, but it's basically a simple double top. If you look at this top over here, it could just go right back to the downside. Walmart is a stock that is also on watch for inflation battle. No matter how much food and water costs, you're still going to have to pay for it if you want to be alive. So inflation battle, Costco, Walmart, these will always be a better go-to pick instead of you know your mom and pop stores, because they will be cheaper, especially Costco. Costco food's going to be cheaper than your mom and pop retail grocery store around the corner, because they are also battling inflation and they're going to be putting their prices up, the mom and pop store that is, whereas Costco will be putting their prices up, but not as much as your corner store around the block. So Walmart, indeed, all-time high. Yay, Walmart. But obviously, this is just a simple double top, triple top in a way, in my opinion. It could come right back down, especially when the market has been weak all day so far. But we could just turn that around eventually to the upside and just keep on ripping thanks to the high inflationary period that we are in this market. Walmart at the moment coming to the downside. Here comes TLRY, says Paul. TLRY is making a little bounce to the upside. I don't know if it's actually moving anywhere, though. We'll see if it actually manages to do that. I want to go to SBFM.
Oh, yeah.
SBFM, which is now at $7. Wow. So that 620 area that we were looking at, it said, forget you. You can forget that 620 level that you thought we would find some rejection at, and actually cleared past yesterday's high. And now we're about to test this box high that I have up here. What's the high today? 726 is the high a day on SBFM. Still moving north, still having a ton of volume. Look at that volume candle now, which is the highest of the day. That looks like a lot of stops got burnt on the way up there above that price point. Let me actually go verify what's going on over here on SBFM using some volume what's it called, volume profile. So as you guys can see, these are all just stops getting blown out. 0 0 0 0 0. Once the stock comes back to the downside, shows us some backfill, shows us some supply for the demand that is the demand that is here, then I will say, okay, there is actually something going on. But right now, the supply is being shut off, the shorts are trapped, and if people do load up more short here, and then more stops are getting blown out on the high side, we're going to get this exponential move of continuously shorts covering for a loss, shorts over here covering for a loss and getting back in. Most of the time it's going to be short sellers who are the first people to trade on these moves, and then the other people pile in on them. So short sellers right now taking out for a loss and getting back in over here for a possible opportunity to recoup their losses, but that will only happen if we start eliminating this level right here that we're creating around $6.88, because buyers are coming in around 688. What is it called? The market makers are supplying the buyers right here above 688 and not letting it go down. So short sellers are right now shaking in their boots and fearing for their exit, and this is obviously their exit's most likely going to be on the high of the box that I created not too long ago, around 740, 750 areas.
Let's go SBFM and Pratt. Here's a question from Elizabeth Goodyear. Miss Vera Pratt, what does it mean when people say a stock is extended?
Going up.
I see.
It's extended, like in there's multiple ways to talk about it though. Like if you're saying extended from VWAP, you're talking about how far it moved away from VWAP. If you're just talking about a stock is extended, I'm thinking you just mean it's extended from the past, which is maybe yesterday, maybe a week ago, maybe a year ago. So it really depends on the time scale.
Extending gains, right?
Yeah,
Kinda.
extended is to the north side.
I see. Cool. Thank you.
Extended from current moving averages. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways to talk about extended, obviously, but for the most part, extended is up. And then I don't really think if there is a word for the downside for
That's
the
what
opposite
Google
of
also
extended.
says. Google also says. It's
Extended,
like,
yeah.
There are also extended hours, but it's not related to the stock. It's
yeah. Extended clip, but we not shooting movies. Ooh, okay, you're a rapper, but I'm not a rapper. Glasses, jacket, shirt, man. All right. Looks like a bottom on TLRY. Looks like a bottom on TLRY, but looks like there is no top on SBFM at the moment. SBFM getting ready to go test the high day one more time, 726, and there we go. We took out the high day. What do we do with this levels right now? This is what I'm looking at, 750. I think this is where some stops will be for some more shorts. Ooh. Oh man, stops are getting screwed right now on SBFM. SBFM, insane.
Crazy.
It looks like we're getting ready to go play with those $8, $8.40 levels now on SBFM. Let me just throw this line up here. Let me see if I can even throw that line up there. Hello. There we go. 845 is now what I see. Let's see if we can actually get past $8. Some resistance coming in, not too much though. Let me quickly go back here to see how many more stops got taken out and where is now the backfill area coming in for these. Not yet. We're not seeing any backfills yet. Where the buyers coming in? Let's see. The buyers, we should get below this area or it's danger for SBFM shorts, basically is what I'm saying. But right now we're not really seeing anything. There we go. Some buyers coming in above 731 now. 731 or so.
Go.
Indeed, a lot of crazy action coming in for SBFM. Looks like we can actually remove this because this is getting already, the fills are already coming in. Hey, let me delete it. Hey. Thank you. All right, done. Microsoft still above 298, just boring me to death. It's like it's in the money at one point, it's out of the money at one point, it's in the money at one point, it's out of the money at one point. But what is happening right now though is the futures are indeed going back to the north side a little bit. Here comes your S&P 500 futures. Here's your NASDAQ futures also trying to move up slowly. Let's go check on what Apple is doing. Apple at the moment trying to do what? Looks like we're might just get stopped out on a Microsoft long if it goes lower here. Oh, we might get a nice little bounce on Microsoft. Didn't go too far down there. Awesome. And Apple, this is what we're looking at. Apple moving to VWAP and not going down, which might just help out on our Microsoft long. But Microsoft very close to our exit, which is on the break of 297.80 to the downside. We're getting stopped out and giving back some of our profits on Microsoft. But as I mentioned, not too much. Oh, I'm going to actually remove my stop over there because because I do not like the way it's trading. I'm going to put a stop a little bit lower. We're going to risk a little bit lower on Microsoft here. There we go. As I say that, it does flush down exactly to where I thought my order would be at. Okay, Microsoft. So we're going to recreate that order a little bit lower to move that order a little bit further. So this is going back up now. Awesome. So now the lower day is over there, and that's where we're going to put our stop to, around the lower day. And this time we're not moving it. Let's see what happens. 6.9, 6.9. 297, 297, 69, and bang. Okay, we're giving it a little bit more wiggle room. We're risking a little bit more on Microsoft than we previously wanted to, but you know, we're still up on the day. We're not complaining, and there we go. Microsoft actually stopped us out, and I guess we should have now been just done with it. Microsoft's still number 2 stock on the day. It was number 1, but now a firm is going to take over the king of the day role for me with $1.58 in the money, basically $1.6 in the money. Let's see how high can we go. Microsoft's still going lower though, so I want to find out at what point can we see Microsoft maybe stalling out on this move to the downside, where we can look for a possible long opportunity. I don't know why I have this line over here near 296.76. Not sure why I have that line down there, but I guess we're just gonna have to leave it down there for now. Microsoft's still going lower though. What is Apple doing at the moment? Apple still around VWAP, but going back to the downside over here, and looks like the market could just go down. But obviously, I think, like I mentioned, guys and girls, obviously, market is going to probably be sideways for another hour now that we have only 1 hour left for FOMC 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time will come out and give us some extra prolonged moves on the market, such as, for example, a firm already going down to 10% on the day, which will put the stock on SSR now. A firm will be on SSR day 1 and day 2 for tomorrow, so it'll be harder to basically try to short the stock. Be careful, not be careful, but since we haven't explained what SSR is, it is short sale restriction. You basically cannot short the stock by taking out the liquidity off the bids. You have to wait on the offer while the stock is going up to get short in case you want to. So that being considered, tomorrow might just be a little bit of a green move on a firm after basically what we've seen a firm do for the past few days. A firm has gone from the lows to 45s almost, and now coming back to the lows again. Here comes a firm. I'm going to take some more profits out here on this bad boy on the way down here, because why not? They're offering me the moolah. You take the moolah. And now we only have 20% left, so let me just recreate my stop over here for 20% of my size left on a firm, and we just hold on to it. Actually, I don't even want to move my stop all the way back there. If a firm comes back through 40, I want to be done with this trade, so let's actually throw that stop over there. If a firm comes back through $40, stop me out in profit. So let's do... there we go. Stop me out in profit if a firm goes back through $40. Awesome. This will move the market. Biden is talking right now, apparently. Ms. V is not here, so I cannot confirm or deny that statement. But if Biden is indeed talking about extra sanctions possibility, it will possibly move the market one direction or the other. So be careful and be very, very ready to move the market downside or the upside based on what Biden has to say over there. Now $1.70 in the money on a firm. Let's go, baby. FOMC is not today. It's the meeting minutes from 3/16. Should know these comments by now. I always get them confused by both of them, FOMC and the minutes. I apologize. I thought it was FOMC though. So if it's just the minutes, then I'll retract my statement over there. I'm sorry about that. So it looks like the minutes are at 2 o'clock, but still at the end of the day, the article or whatever they have to say will move the market in a pretty drastic fashion. So whatever it is, it's still at 2 o'clock. It's still a big trade event. It's still a big event that everyone should be watching. And I might have got it wrong on the terminology. For that, I hope you don't shoot the messenger. Right? Hope just don't shoot the messenger. Where are we going to? Should be watching CNBC, which Steve is speaking. CNBC. Looking over, somebody is talking. Obviously, I don't have the sound right now, so I can't see what they're talking about. A soft landing proposal, the state of economy. So it looks like they're talking about the minutes that are coming out possibly and how they might move the market. I see the treasury yield also being talked about at the moment. So a lot of things being talked about already that could happen. That's it. We're gonna shoot Pratt today. I got my hands up, baby. I got my hands up. But if you want my wallet, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm dead broke. You're not getting anything out of that. Microsoft near 297 still. I really want to look for a long opportunity on Microsoft. This is so sad to watch Microsoft go through what it's going right now. 297.33 seems to be the low of day at the moment. But while the market's trying to go back to the north side, let's go check on what Apple's doing. Apple's also doing its own thing. I'm not sure if I even want to try this long on Microsoft anymore. Maybe we let it go a little bit lower, 297. Maybe let's see if it can break 297 while NASDAQ and Microsoft are actually not Microsoft and S&P 500 are trying to go back to the north side. So yeah, I was almost so close to FOMOing into a long there, but we're just gonna be patient. We're just gonna be hands off. We're gonna stick to our rules, which is no more trades till 2 o'clock unless there's something really standing out in my face over there that screams trade me. Unless there's something that does that, I really rather be doing nothing at the moment and just sit and manage my Affirm short, because I want to be full guns loaded, full bullets loaded, all pistols ready for the 2 o'clock trade when that shows up. So I just want to focus on that at the moment. As long as people know what you're talking about, that's what matters. Yeah, I guess you know, I was wrong. I'm allowed to be wrong, but you know, obviously, thank you for correcting me for and what sense I was wrong and how I could better educate our viewers. So thank you about that. I'm doing the same thing, Prad. Let's go. Beautiful thing, viewers and everyone else in here. Patience, you know, sitting on your hands. What was it yesterday that Brandon said something smart? Is he here right now? Brandon said something smart yesterday, and that's not yeah, the Brandon that you're used to watching. Actually, our Brandon, I think, said something smart yesterday in the trainee meeting, and he said not being in a trade is a trade or something along those lines. Luca, not trading is trading. So Luca was on our way home. Luca was praising Brandon a lot. He was like, oh man, Brandon had his own saying today, not trading is trading. So, you know, that's actually very true. Not being in a trade is actually a trade in itself. Being flat is a trade. Right? Being flat is a trade. So nothing wrong with being flat, but at the same time, while I'm talking about being flat, Affirm is $1.70 in the money and still going lower. I don't know if I want to take out this position off the board and just be ready for the minutes, or just hold on to my shares over here for a possible extended move to the downside. I think we're gonna just hold it on for a possible move because we do have a stop and profit already set up. That's the right way to deal with it, right, guys? I think so too. I've been doing that for I'm going to move my stop actually to the break of this support, previous support and new consolidation areas on Affirm. So let me just do that real quick. Mr. V's not here, so sadly I will not be able to throw you guys onto that camera feed while I'm doing this. So I'll just have to talk about random nonsense while I am doing this. So let me just quickly throw out my stop. There you go. My stop has been set. And now on the break of actually, that's not how I want it. On the break of 39.81, I want you to close my trade, and I want you to have a limit of $40. Meaning, if it does slip up to $40, I'll make sure I'll get filled no matter what. I won't get slipped up to $40. I'm not getting slipped 20 cents past my stop. I'm only getting slipped like maybe 5 cents. I'll promise you that. I will promise you that. I'm getting long Nvidia via a calls Prad. What do you think about the 250 target? Nvidia targeting 250. Ooh wee. I mean, obviously, if you're getting calls, it depends on your time period, your expiration, how long of a expiration you're thinking about on your calls over there also have to matter. A lot of questions at the end of the day that I cannot answer. You have to really figure out if you think in that time period it is gonna absolutely do it. We don't trade options here, nor do I like to give people options trades, because obviously there's way too many intricacies. I don't even know if I'm saying the word correctly. way too many intricacies. Is that how you see it? Way too many levels to options at the end of the day. The gamma, the data, the time period expiring, and all that. So you really want to make sure intricacies. Thank you. I'm losing my mind over there and trying to pronounce a big word. Thank you. So you got to focus on those variables over there without a doubt. Actually got into a tiny FOMO long on Microsoft. Please, Arun, don't throw slippers at me. A very tiny FOMO long and instantly getting out if we take out the low a day, which we're only a couple cents away from right here. So very, very tiny just to have a taste of the trade in case it does go without me. Obviously, it looks like it doesn't want to go and it wants to play around a little bit. So as soon as it pops back up to my average price, I'm just gonna get out for flat trade if it gives me that opportunity to do so. I think it will. I don't think we go much lower right now. I think we get a nice little pop up to my average price, and then we go back to the downside. So let me just throw an order out to get out flat. Looks like we're not gonna get that order. We're continuing to go lower on Microsoft. Microsoft just looking so ugly at the moment. Compare that to Apple. Compare that to, we're still holding the long, but I'm just waiting for my average fill of break even. We're about 30 cents out of the money for anyone wondering. But comparing it to Apple, comparing it to other stocks, very, very strong for Apple. Very, very strong on AMD today too. And Microsoft just not looking like that at all. Most people can't even say intricacies straight out the first time, Prad. Fair enough, fair enough. I thought I was the only one having issues over there, and people are just smoking it over there with those words. Absolutely smoking it, right? This guy said, "Why you suck at trading, dude?" Well, timeout. Timeout. What is it? Most people without spell check, I couldn't even spell intricacies. I mean, that makes sense. That makes 100% sense, obviously. Oil after Biden's speech on sanctions. Ooh, did oil move by any chance? CL/K22NM. CL/K22.NM right now. Oil is still going to the downside. I'm not sure what he said exactly about the sanctions on the Russia side. Obviously, those will move the market in one way or the other without a doubt, right? Without a doubt, whatever he says, especially if he's talking about helping the oil crudes or oil prices in general, that's going to make maybe crude go down. If he's talking about, maybe restricting that side of the world a little bit more, maybe they go a little bit higher. So a lot of questions over here as to what crude will do. Lil Uminati. What are you talking about, Evilly? All right. Bang. SBFM still moving. Let's go check out what SBF. You now have 2,000 people saying intricacies out loud. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We are oh, there we go. I got out of my Microsoft long for break evens. Awesome. We didn't have to fight for that long at all. Got out of it for unscathed break even. Awesome. Don't want to be fighting Microsoft when it wants to fight itself to the downside. I really don't want to be fighting Microsoft when it's fighting the downside. Do you dream of Miss Me every night? I know I would. No, I actually don't dream about anyone from work. I got scary dreams to deal with in my life. Listen, I actually don't sleep a lot because I'm afraid of dreams. My dreams are very weird, and it's the problems that I deal with in my own life. Obviously, it has to deal with my history, my mind, my life in general. So that's a topic for another day for someone who wants to get to know me, and for someone who I care enough to share my life about. Those are the only people who'll know that. Miss V is back. What's up, Miss V?
Yo, Prad, I'm happy to come back and to see that I'm fully out of my Tesla trade. I
Let's
put
go.
an order for 1028. I mean, again, I know I was telling you guys that I would love to wait until the power hour to hold the stock all the way into that. But again, you never know what Fed minutes will bring, and I think 1028 is a great level. And if we calculate 1063 is my start of a short trade, and my last out 1028, so $35 per share in the money. I mean, I can't be more happier, but anyone who keep holding that, good luck on that. Hopefully Tesla will bring more opportunities for you, or maybe we will have more opportunities for longs out of that level. And real quick, I wanted to check on that name BBAI. I'm also holding. We're not doing really anything, so that one I will keep holding.
I'm in 30 seconds earlier for the minutes or normal time. Sorry, I had to ask a question for Brandon over there to see what his answer was. Ooh, Microsoft actually moving above now. Microsoft looks like it shook us out of that long. Futures are now moving back up north. Let's see where Microsoft goes to. Obviously, we were long 297.30s or 40s, and now we're at 297.85s. So a beautiful move coming in on the futures and Microsoft to the north side. Palantir also moving back up north. Oh man, I missed out on Palantir. We were actually thinking about Palantir earlier. We got out of this one for a flat trade, and we were looking for a different price point to get in. Forgot about Palantir completely. Palantir did go as low as 12.85, and now a beautiful 10-cent move coming in on Palantir thanks to the help of futures over there. Let's check on Apple. What is Apple doing? I'm expecting Apple made a nice little pop-up also. Not too much of a pop, but Apple did make a decent pop over here to VWAP. Looks like what is moving? Shopify massive spike, huh? Let's go check out Shopify. Normal is fine, so we're gonna throw you guys at the normal time because it's just FOMC minutes. It's not the actual FOMC, so just normal time 2 o'clock is when we're throwing you guys over to them. So you still have about 23 minutes left, or not 23, 43 minutes left with the with us. Shopify, nice little spike up in Shopify indeed to the north side over here. Anyone have a preference? Oh, true. Shopify exactly moving up with the nice little spike as someone mentioned. We'll see what happens if Shopify can extend its move over here with some follow through, or does it come right back to the downside? Nice little move coming in, especially across the board. I thought they were talking to me, but they're not. I just went all in on IMPP. Let's go. Good luck on that trade over there. Let's quickly go over to IMPP to see what it's doing. I'm expecting not much going on right now. Yeah, not much really going on IMPP, but it is above $1. If you want my opinion, actually, I'll just keep my opinion to myself. We'll just move on to a different stock. Front runners jumping the gun. Front runners always are basically the number one enemies for your fills. Luca can talk about this for years and years and years. So front runners and algorithms will be your battles of fills over there. Pratt, is this okay time to reload on SBFM? Reload as into the downside for shorts, or reload longs to go even more higher? If you're talking about reload longs, you know, obviously SBFM seems to have come back down from those $8 prices at the moment. I don't think we're going to see another extended move past $8, but that's just my opinion. I already talked about, let's see what the stock does near $8 not too long ago, and that was this right here, $8.45. So maybe it goes to $8.45, maybe it goes to $8.20, but really how much bigger of a move can you expect on the stock on the day today when the stock is moving like this on a very weird time of the day, 12:35, when lunch kind of comes to an end, and it's actually 1:21 right now, so lunch has come to an end quite a time ago. It looks like on 20 minutes ago, and now volume is starting to pick back up across the board. We saw Microsoft move up about 80 cents or so. We saw S&P 500 move up a couple points there. Nasdaq moved up a couple points also, and markets trying to see if we can move north a little bit, just a little bit.
There is no lot of earnings these days, but soon earnings season will become. But anyways, we have a few names, companies that are going to report today after the close, tomorrow before the open. Thank you. We have Levi's in the middle. We have that Conagra brands, and we have IronNet. Guys, write in the comments if you're excited about any of those names. Talking about Levi's, I know your dad likes Levi's, so shout out to him.
Yeah. My dad only buys Levi jeans as far as I remember, hands down. Like, I've never seen this man without anything else other than Levi jeans.
Nice.
I think the one I'm wearing right now, I'm not even wearing jeans, so never mind.
What are those though? I think
they're just trousers.
Well, I have similar trousers.
These are from like Zara, I think.
I bought mine from. I will find the store. They have a lot of stuff like this.
Yeah, it's basic trout. A lot of people have. It's like a lot of people stole it. Like they just steal it from each other.
I thought from the store.
No, not from. I mean the company that made it.
Yeah.
There's a lot. They just steal the idea from each other.
Zoomies? You know
Zoomies
Zoomies?
does it too. Everyone
I
does
get
it.
mine from
It is a
Zoomies.
little bit skateboardy.
Yeah.
It is a little bit skateboardy, even though I haven't skateboarded in years now. So it is a little skateboardy, obviously.
I like them.
Yeah, no, it's just nothing special in this one. But jeans, Levi for sure. We'll keep a watch on them. Although I've never traded Levi, I will watch them for sure, without a doubt. Something else that what was it? IronNet.
Yeah.
IronNet will be for sure on watch. That stock kind of moves crazy when the opportunities arise on that. Market's moving back up north, or something's crazy is happening because a firm is shooting up right now from 39.07 to 39.70 on a firm. We were $1.70 in the money. Now we're only up $1.20 in the money. So kids are wearing baggy pants again. Oh my God, please! I can't see that again. No more. Burn baggy pants and just kill that out of the ecosystem. Even bell bottoms or whatever those are called. Kill those out of the ecosystems, please. Completely eliminate him. Elimination. Market reversal. Market's not really reversing, but it is moving up in a nice slow fashion right now. Obviously, we still have quite a bit of time for the 2 o'clock trade. Something big could happen. Something big might not happen. Anything is a possibility. Everyone is just being patient right now for those trade opportunities that might arise at that point. A firm is something that we're holding 20% of our orders, but if this level over here 39.80 gets taken out, obviously we're done with our trade on a firm too for the rest of the day. So a lot of fun we've had trading a firm, Microsoft, and even the futures, which were my main source of income on the day today. Well, actually, my main source of income today were mostly futures. Absolutely destroyed this future short opportunities in front of 44.70, and now it looks like I'm gonna have another chance to get some future short going into FOMC, but obviously I might take that with very little size because I don't want to have any size or any real size going into FOMC. Nasdaq, bro. Nasdaq's also moving up north. I said that earlier. Nasdaq is also moving up north along with the S&P 500. So Microsoft catching a nice little long in front of 297.14 for whoever that made it work for them. AMD, I'm guessing AMD is moving up along the lows. Yeah, AMD 102. What support coming in one more time? Micron, someone called out Micron. Let's go check out where this is. Micron looks like bouncing off of 71.80 and back to VWAP at the moment. Nvidia was around 240s. Yeah, 240 bouncing 240.03 exactly as the low a day. So beautiful bounce opportunity coming in from that low a day on Nvidia, and most of these stocks are managing to get back to the somewhat of a normal, well, maybe not, but some decent spikes coming in on these markets right now. S&P 500 above the 50 period EMA on 5 minutes. This is the 5-minute chart. 30 minutes left or so, 35 minutes left or so for
5 minutes.
for the FOMC minutes. Well, early Limp Bizkits was, I should say, you guys talking about Limp Bizkit? Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. That's right, baby. I know Limp Bizkits. You thought I didn't? You thought I was just a rap listening monkey? That's right. That's right. Thank you very much, Valeria Kadrugova. You're the best.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right.
Stop Console Wars. You're the best.
That's Papa Roach? Oh, my goodness. Wait, that is Papa Roach. I thought that was Limp Bizkits. Okay, I just clowned on myself. There we go. Classic. Classic Pride clowning on himself. Are you guys happy? I was trolling you guys. I was testing you guys. And you guys caught me. Well, not caught me. You guys were you guys found the... I was testing. Listen, test, mic test. 1 2 1 2. Good job, chat. I was testing if you guys were awake or not. See, now we got so many new faces in the chat typing for once. Everyone just sitting there lurking around in the back, not talking, not saying anything. And now they're actually coming. It was all calculated.
Great
I did this on
job.
purpose. I'm a
Can
genius.
you do the same with the like button?
Okay, I'll try. I need another joke to come up with now.
Yeah, right.
All right.
By the way, Brad, someone asked about volume on SBFM. Well, according to Icon, SBFM remains in the list of top performers today. It has 40 million volume, Sunshine by Pharma, and I don't know, like relative volume. Also, what's the difference like with the volume and relative volume? Relative, it's like calculation of
Yeah.
average.
Yeah, something like that. It's based on your average volume, relative volume. I think we can actually look it up right now on Google real quick. Relative volume is based on how many days. I'm not sure how Trade Ideas does the calculation, to be honest. Relative RELATIVE volume meaning. So relative volume meaning R vol indicator. For example, stock is 5 times trading volume, normal trading volume, but how do you calculate it basically? Is there a formula that we can look at? I don't really see the formula at the moment. R size, relative strength index, Bollinger Bands, relative volume, relative volume, specific period.
Yeah,
so
so it's over. It means like average, and if it's like it's higher than usually it does.
Basically.
Yeah,
So if it's over 1, you like that because it tells you that there's a lot of eyes on that stock watching it. And if it's less than 1, it's kind of like it's not doing the amount of volume it used to do for the last week or for the last 2 weeks or whatever. So it's not worth trading that stock today because it's not going to move the way it did 2 weeks ago when you used to trade it, or even yesterday when you used to trade it. So that's why I use relative volume. Average volume is also a good indicator. If you go on FinViz, average volume indicator does it by 14 days, I believe. If you actually hover over here, ATR. If you hover over ATR, it says 14 days, but also if you hover over average volume, it's 3 months. So actually on FinViz, it calculates average volume based on 3 months. Unless you change the levels over here, maybe it might change the answers for you, but obviously you have to pay for those. The pay block is always something that you have to get blocked by everywhere across the board, huh? SBMF did come down to $7, is now 50 or 40 cents, up in the money from that $7 level, showing you some buying areas. Obviously, let's quickly go back over here because I had some lines mapped out on SBFM, if I remember correctly. Right here, 688 is where I would be thinking about going long. So in front of $7, obviously, giving it that risk of 688, 689 would be a beautiful long opportunity. So for anyone who did take that $7 long, and look at this volume point of control. The volume point of control basically shows you where most of the volume transacted today on this day, or at least on my chart setup, is showing you where the volume was transacted for every single bar that we are seeing right now. So if we were to focus on today only, notice that most of the volume was transacted at $7.37. That means this is where most of the buyers and the sellers are on the stock today, this very moment. So that just goes to show that people are still buying and selling the 737 level. Wow, isn't that the 737, the Boeing 737 jet? Anyways, notice how my mind works. I just go off on a tangent by some stupid thing like that. But anyways, 737 area, there's still a lot of buying and selling, but I would load up near 690, near $7, and risk that low of 680. If 680 gets taken out, you walk away from this trade, you go home, you come back at a different time. Microsoft long, for anyone who did have that Microsoft long and didn't get shaken out like I did, congratulations, because now you're almost a full dollar in the money. Market moving all the way back to VWAP over here, giving me the opportunity to find some shorts on my futures. But obviously, as I mentioned, I am not going to go short anything for the next 30 minutes until the minutes actually come out, the FOMC minutes, that is, at 2 o'clock. When they come out, then I'll look for the opportunity to either go short or long the market. I don't want to be short the market right now, and the FOMC minutes come out really dovish, and it pushes the market through the roof where I don't even have a time or second to be aggressive with my outs, because the markets are going to move that quick. Your stops are going to get blown out. Your levels are going to be unable to be chaseable. So be very careful. Good hump day. Yeah, I think it's Woosday. Is that Thursday or Wednesday? It's Woosday, right? Whatever Pop Smoke said. Yeah, baby.
Hump day is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Neil taught me.
Yeah, hump day is Wednesday indeed, but I don't know why. Why is it called hump day?
Like it's a middle.
Okay, I get it. I get that now. Like the camel hump or whatever. Makes sense. Okay, but obviously there's multiple ways that to think about how the market's gonna deal with on the 2 o'clock time. So we're just waiting for this 2 o'clock time. Why is the stock market so crazy today? I think the market is a little tame today, if you ask me, right? We've seen even more wilder markets, absolute up and down swing, left and right markets, or as they say, kangaroo market, right? Not a bear market, not a bull market, but a kangaroo market. But today we're in a little bit of a bear downtrend today overall, without a doubt. Very happy with what's going on with my Affirm trade. So I moved down my stop and noticed how Affirm basically tried to go up there, did not stop me out, and now we're back in the money, $1.70 on Affirm, while futures are actually trying to go towards VWAP at the moment, and putting your Microsoft trade $1 in the money and more. What is AMD doing at the moment? AMD once again back above 103, a full $1 in the money. Nvidia also $1 in the money. Not really. Oh no, Nvidia $2 in the money. Okay, Nvidia, you nasty stock. Obviously upset that I'm not in Nvidia over here. We said Microsoft's weak today, and we still battled Microsoft, and eventually we chickened ourselves out of that trade. And by we, I'm talking me, we know you, we, me. So when I'm talking about we, I'm talking about myself. So much rather, I would have loved to notice the level of 240 on Nvidia, and played it the way I played Microsoft 300. You know, I played Microsoft 300 beautifully, multiple exits, multiple entries, and we FOMO'd into it at the bottom, and we paid for it. We could have done the same thing on Nvidia 240 and been $2 in the money, and maybe even more, because market is trying to stay alive at the moment. But what is not staying alive? Look alive is not looking alive is Affirm. Affirm's not looking alive at the moment, and $1.85 in the money for Affirm. Let's go, baby. Yeehaw. Twitter, please. Yeah, let's go to Twitter.
Real quick, Joey P asking on the chat, will you be reading Fad Minutes Live? Absolutely. Brandon will be doing his best to bring you guys.
I got scared. I thought you were going to say absolutely Pradu. I was like, no, right, I'm not.
Yeah. Prad will go there to the big screen and read out loud Fad Minutes for you. Now Brandon will be doing this for you. So again, we have some news sources, and he will be bringing all the biggest statements and what actually can or affecting the market without water, just really what's important. So please don't go anywhere after this show is over, because you will be automatically transferred to the closing show.
Exactly, and that's going to be at 2 o'clock on the dot. We got about 30 minutes left for that. Whew, let me quickly breathe in over here. Market's moving up in a beautiful fashion right now, all the way back to VWAP on the 3-minute chart I'm looking at for the S&P 500 futures. Hopefully this chart's right, because it always changes when I'm looking at the chart for you guys over here. Someone told me to talk about Twitter, so let's talk about Twitter. Twitter's still battling around VWAP at the moment. We did get a beautiful opportunity to short Twitter, and we actually had the perfect entry for our short, but we just chickened ourselves out of this trade. I did not like the way Twitter was trading around those 52 levels. I wanted a fail break of 53. Obviously, we missed out on the short, and Neil says this too a lot of times. It's okay to miss out on this. There's nothing wrong with it. FOMO is a big problem that everyone deals with, so it's okay. I don't have FOMO at all. I am very happy that my idea was right, because the next time I find a trade like this and I'm in the right area that I want to be part of, I'm going to smoke the trade the same way I'm smoking Affirm today, right? So Twitter now flat on the day, exactly 0% on the day for Twitter, and trying to see what we can do with the 51 area. The same trade was on Microsoft. I'm okay like going flat on this trade over here, because I've already banked up enough money on Microsoft over here, but it would have been nice if 297 broke, gave us a fail break of 297. That way we loaded up near 297, gave it that risk of low a day, and we would have had a nice little long on it. But no, and now Microsoft is almost $1.50 in the money off those lows and ripping up north along with the market coming back to this area where I was originally short on the day, and I am getting some serious FOMO over here to take some short fills on the market. But obviously, as I mentioned, we're not going to do that. We're just going to be patient to see how the FOMC minutes come out and sway the market in one direction or the other.
Brad, if you have FOMO, I just sent educational video avoiding FOMO, so I will share that link with you also. And people talk about Tesla. What a perfect timing to get out of your short trade. The Tesla spiked to the upside back to 1040s area. So let's see if it's a strong move or just like the same as we were doing in here. And also, someone asked about SPCE, Virgin Galactic, if there are any news on the name. There are no news except for that volume brought stock to the downside, and we are now down more than 5%, almost 6% on Virgin Galactic. Yeah, looks like SPC is dying slowly.
I don't know. SPCE. You mean SPCE?
Virgin Galactic?
Okay, yeah, because every time you said SPC, I was like, how's that the Virgin Galactic ticker? But I got confused. It's okay.
SPCE.
Yeah, I got confused. Like SPC,
Yeah.
they changed their ticker. I was like, oh,
Sorry for
I live
that.
in a new area or something. But space, you're talking about space. You don't even ask me about my opinions on this stock, I guess. But let's talk about how the stock is trading today. Space today, as Miss V already mentioned, down 5% on the day, and all-time low is at what, $6? Yeah. All-time low $6. We're only $3 away from it. Still trading around in territories that doesn't really excite me for SPC. I'll be honest with you. We'll see what happens in the near future if they actually manage to put people in actual space, not just the stratosphere, in actual space. Then we'll think about some positions even for long term, because I am bullish on space exploration. I am very bullish on space exploration, but I know who's not. Miss V is not bullish on space exploration. She does not want to leave the Earth. She wants to be here.
Absolutely. But when I said that SPC space is slowly dying, because if you take a look at the higher time frame, we're just going down. But that's also like a good question for me, because like as a company, Virgin Galactic should be kind of progressive, right? They're working on like...
It should be delisted. It should not even be on the stock market. All right. They have nothing going on.
Okay.
But as a company,
no earnings.
No earnings. They what? Why? Why should they be up?
Yeah.
Right. For example, Tesla, RIVN, right?
Yeah.
Are companies that make money
Yeah.
should be where people should be investing in.
True.
But obviously you're not investing it just to make money. You're investing in the company for the betterment of the company and everything else too. So space could have something in the near future. They actually have two different companies now. They have VORB and they have SPCE. So VORB is something that I am bullish about.
Okay.
But SPCE is not something I'm bullish about,
Okay.
because SPCE is just flight travels in the outer space.
Okay.
Cool, big deal for me. But VORB is intergalactic travel, like how Elon Musk is doing with SpaceX.
Yeah.
So it's going to be intergalactic eventually, okay? I won't be alive for it. But eventually we'll go there. Eventually they want to do that, right? But the point is intergalactic is where I'm more focused on than just being in the stratosphere.
Yeah, to find any other planets.
Yes.
Life.
Aliens.
In there.
Apparently they're going to be broadcasting our Earth location to aliens.
Yeah, I've heard about this, and some people say, yeah, do this so they come kill us.
Wow, no, please don't kill us, aliens. We love you. Beep beep boop boop beep boop. Roof on Microsoft. I think roof on Microsoft today will be 300 or so. That's where I'll expect it, at least. Expect it to be around 300. But if 300 does break, that'll be a beautiful move to VWAP on Microsoft, obviously, that we're not a part of. Beautiful move coming in. Maybe I should have taken the 298 long break. Maybe I should take the 298.9 long break. But as I mentioned, I'm actually going to be not doing anything for another 20 minutes over here. We got another beautiful trade opportunity coming in at 2 o'clock. So we'll just wait for that instead. It'll be a great opportunity over there for me. So right now, a lot of these stocks are indeed moving up. Even Palantir did go as low as, what's the low on Palantir over there? $12.85, and moving back up to $13 right now. Palantir is looking good on this side too for anyone who did go long back at the low a day, or if you held it all the way past you, congratulations, because now it's actually working for you on Palantir. AMD still above 103. Nice. AMD 103.55, giving you that support near 101.50 for some reason. I would have have waited for 100 instead. So I don't wait for that 100 level. Valeria, you love it how Pratt explains everything. I don't think she does, but I hope she does.
I do. Someone said, like, I deleted that comment, by the way, but someone said that, Pratt, please stop educating Valeria. Just let her to be hot. I mean, I love to be educated. How many pretty faces are there, right? But
that actually know stuff.
Right, but being pretty and smart is great, and that's the best way to learn something. When like you get information from other people, then you do your own research. You become like even more educated.
How many hot girls that I've talked to my friends about? I'm like, bro, she was so hot, but when she started talking, my brain shuts off.
Yeah.
So when it comes to you, it's gonna be the opposite.
That's
The
right.
guys are gonna be like, bro, she's hot. She works on a TV news channel thing.
Right.
She trades stocks. She kills Tesla.
You make me blush.
Dude, I'm being serious though. I'm being serious. Like you
Thank
won't
you.
believe how many guys have said that to their guy friends and be like, yo, bro, no brains at all, but she's beautiful. Like it'll be
Someone
insane.
looking for that though.
Yeah.
Not a lot of men
Yeah.
want a smart woman next
Yeah.
to them because like.
I mean, everyone's smart in their own way. What does
Yeah.
Einstein say? Einstein says, like, if you judge a fish by the ability to climb a tree, the fish will live all of its life thinking it's stupid.
Yeah.
Because how can you judge a fish its ability to
Yeah,
climb a
you're
tree, right?
You're right.
Everyone's
absolutely.
smart in their own way. I'm a genius in my own way. I'm like 900 IQ.
That's your 100%.
900 IQ, baby. A firm coming back up, and actually I'm going to get stopped out on a firm over here. We're taking this L. Nasty spike on a firm coming in. Market moving up, and I'm like glad I'm not taking that futures short that I was talking about. Futures now moving well above VWAP over there. Look at this futures move. 44.80 actually may be coming in for an opportunity, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take it there because there's still about 23 minutes left in the market, or 17 minutes left in the market. Sorry, I can't even do math right now because this was a big move in the market. A firm moving up, Palantir getting all the way back to VWAP. I'm looking for levels. What is this right here? This is the ES futures. ES, this is 44.71. We're above 44.71. We're almost at 44.80. So maybe 4500 is not too far from here either. We're like 20 points away from 4500. If I do want to short it, I could wait for that area, 44.95 to 4500. So we'll wait for these opportunities on the futures contracts to get short. I'm not gonna jump the gun over here, but we are at 100 period EMA on the 5-minute chart. Microsoft looking beautiful, almost back to 300. Congratulations to anyone who actually held this long instead of getting shaken out for a 20-cent loss like me. I got shaken out for a 20-cent loss instead of taking a $3 winner or something crazy. So Microsoft moving up right now. Palantir, which is another trade I gave out. Obviously, I did not want to hold Palantir 10 cents against me, so we got out for that for a loss. But if you did get in at the lower day, Palantir now through $13, 10 cents above 13, and moving up in a beautiful fashion. And now I have no trades on the board. We're positive on the day. Affirm number 1, Microsoft number 2. Actually, number 1 are futures, number 2 Affirm, number 3 Microsoft for me. Wowie zowie, market booming, Tesla booming. Are you seeing Tesla, Miss V?
I'm still on SBC space. Let me see Tesla. Nice. Let's hit this for Tesla. Oh, you have Tesla there?
Yeah.
I will hit this.
Tesla reaping, as Miss V calls it out, and all the way back to VWAP. Market just found buyers coming out of nowhere. Maybe the market knows about the FOMC minutes before we do, and obviously this is a conspiracy theory because not even part of it is a conspiracy, part of it is reality. You're never going to be first in the market when it comes to disseminating news. There's going to be algorithms that are coded to basically look at these articles and disseminate faster than you. But before news even hits the news wire, there's going to be people who talk to their family, friends, and their co-workers about what's going to happen. And but people can't keep their mouth shut. I for sure can't. So when people like to talk, market likes to spread around those rumors around with people, and everyone is loading up on the long side because they think the dovish remarks are going to come out on the market. If market comes out with dovish remarks, boom, we go right back to the top. The bears have been trapped the whole day. The market's going to turn around from a negative 2% to a full positive 2%. So we'll see what happens because we have seen that before. The market did go from negative 2% to positive 2% on FOMC. Was it a FOMC or FOMC minutes? I don't know which one it was, but we did see it turn around on us, trapping all the bears. Some people are actually calling it a FOMO rally. Get ready to short. Ooh, baby, I am ready indeed. My keys are getting ready for me. 15 minutes left. So let me actually hit the washroom and get ready for that a little bit more. Miss V?
While you do this, we've got another super chat from Alex as we figured out he was snowboarding. Really cool. And again, you brought that name, TSI. I'm super happy to hear you are having a profitable day on that name. And keep reaping. Even as we speak, it's going higher, 29% to the upside. If you want to share your levels, so it would be also great to see how profitable is that trade for you. Also, guys, Miss V is intergalactic now. Well, I'm fine here on Earth. And also, as you know, I am fully out of my short on Tesla, but I'm still holding some of that BBAI on New York. Let's see where we at right now. It's still TISI. Please give me BBAI. We are doing nothing. I have a little bit of fear when Fed comes, we will spike on that name, because usually when we do this, like, we don't really want it to go lower. If the stock wanted to really die, it would already. But anyways, I will hold, and I will just have my stop loss here at 12.92 before my entrance into the third position. But anyways, it's already a profitable trade for me, because I took my profit out at 12.30 and 11.06. I was hoping for 10.50 because judging by a higher time frame, if we take a look at that BBAI on New York, I saw the room for it. Anyways, I'm having fat fingers with that chat, but I saw the room for it to go to 9 level. We will see how it goes. It's around 12 minutes left until 2 p.m. guys, get ready. And again, please don't forget to like this video. We'll be so sad if you leave us without 1K likes counting. We have 2,400 people watching, so guys, please don't be lazy, support the community, and it will be +1 to your karma. If you had a rocket to fly yourself to space, what would you name your rocket? I'm the changer is asking. That's a good question. I don't know. I can't name a Tesla, right? Because it's already kind of trademark. But I would think about that. And again, I'm a fan of space, but I would never want to go to space because I'm super scared. I don't think it's explored good enough to go into the space. Miss V show is the best show, 100%. Thank you, Alex Anzo. I appreciate that a lot. Miss V is the best. Oh my God, guys, so many compliments. It's Miss V show now.
Oh, it's Miss V and Miss V show.
Okay, guys, time is over. If you want to prolong it, just kidding.
I forgot my water bottle.
You can go grab it, but it's like 10 minutes left.
Yeah. I'll go grab it after. It's all good. I gotta be in my seat now. I gotta get ready for some game time. It's game time in this market. Affirm, what a crazy move on Affirm. Holy moly. We're all the way back to almost $41, only 50 cents away. We're above 50. We're above the VWAP right now on Affirm. Crazy move on across the board, without a doubt. Microsoft also, I see a dark pool candle on Microsoft. So I'm not sure if we actually went all the way to 300. I don't think we did. But a lot of these stocks are moving. NILE being called out in the chat. Let's go check out NILE. Amex. NILE on Amex, 40 million shares today for a penny stock, obviously trying to go up at the moment. Let's see where it goes to eventually. Volume actually coming in not too long ago. Is there a possible chance that this was something related to Biden had say something maybe about sanctions? Obviously, markets moved up too much in too quick of a way before FOMC minutes even dropped. So something has to have been said for this to happen. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens for all of these stocks that are moving up like this. You know, Nile popping up, your futures popped up, your NASDAQ stocks popped up, your tech popped up. NASDAQ now only down 1.85% on the day. S&P 500 down only 0.98 on the day. And some of them are retreating over here to the north side, which is good for the overall market, which is good. Bullish minutes. If bullish, I call lies. We don't know if it's bullish or bearish just yet, right? We got about 9 minutes or 10 minutes actually to see what happens on that note. So we don't know if it's bullish or bearish just yet. I would urge people to, wait for a little bit more. This could just be, as people are saying, FOMO or people closing shorts, right? This could be closing. Oh, I know exactly what this could be. This makes a lot more sense now, actually. People are calling it the FOMO rally, but actually this could be shorts covering right before the news drops, right? Look at how big of a down move we've had the whole day on the market. Obviously, people don't want to be holding shorts going into FOMC when there's not much time left. So FOMC minutes, sorry, they don't want to be holding into it. So I believe this could be just shorts covering. And obviously, when shorts are covering, they're buying back shares. When buying, what happens when you buy? The stocks move up. So this is just, in my opinion, triggers getting off for shorts and profit, or shorts profiting themselves right now, so that way when the market, in case it moves up, they don't get burnt on their profits and they get to hold on to their profits. And in case the stocks move back down, they can load up again at a pretty decent enough of a level near 44.80 or so and ride the market all the way back to the downside. So I believe this was more just shorts covering instead of any other rally that we thought it could be. Fake pump, yeah, you could classify it as a fake pump too.
This is for sure is not fake pump on Tesla, because
Oof.
Tesla is doing Tesla things. Guys, this is crazy. Look, from 10.27 we came back to 10.53. Let's go Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla's still moving up north. I mean, just bringing up the market with it. What is Apple doing if Tesla's doing like that? Whoa, look at Apple, baby. Apple above 172 on the 100-period EMA at the moment. AMD at 104s. Insane. NVIDIA probably at 245. Yeah, 245 NVIDIA. $5 move on NVIDIA for anyone who took the long off of 240. Absolutely scaring the shorts right now across the board for the market at the moment. Beautiful rally indeed. I thought the shorts cover with profit would drop the stock even more. No, that's not how it works. Shorts, no matter what the shorts are doing, if they're covering for a loss or for profit, they have to buy back their shares because they first sold it, right? They're selling shares that they never had, and then they have to buy it back so they can go net neutral, which is 0 shares on the blotter. So for them to do that, they have to buy back their shares, and when they're buying, the stocks naturally go up because you're fighting for a buying price. So the stocks start to grow up. MRIN poppin', MRIN. Let's go check out what MRIN is doing. Pretty low on the volume end, but looks like it is popping indeed. What is going on over here? Why are all these doing this all of a sudden? MRIN moving up crazy right now. Micron apparently also moving up. Wow, Micron moved up pretty well too. A lot of stocks moved up north side. This is actually weird. Very, very weird for me.
Yeah.
I'm out of my firm long. Let's go, Travis. You killed the firm long from 39 to 40, 50 almost. So $1.50 in the money. Beautiful long. I actually closed my short on the way back to 39.80 over here. I got stopped out on my fill on the way to 39.80. My best exit was 39, which was a $2 fill. Basically, I was short 41 and I got out 39. $2 per share in the money. Clean 10% down move on a firm, but a beautiful long that just came out of nowhere across the board. So if you were long anything, not just a firm, if you were long anything, I guess you would have ended up making some profits over there. Microsoft really struggling in front of 300 to get back above 300 over there. So as I mentioned, this level would be something that we would be maybe watching, and 300 acting as that barrier as I thought it would be. So sad watching. Okay, going on from that comment to the next one. Big dogs know what's coming, so how do we trade this weirdness? So when the FOMC minutes actually hit the newswire, you might see a little bit more volatile, crazy moves where stocks just go all over the place, up and down, up and down. So it will be even more wild. What I would say is focus on waiting for those moves to finish up a little bit. The nasty up and down candles that just flick around too quick for you to be part of. Wait for that to die off a little bit. Wait a couple minutes and then actually read the information yourself, disseminate the information yourself, and then figure out a direction for trade is what I would urge people to do. But that's just my opinion. That's how I would be trading it. You might have a different setup.
Prad Oshri says, Miss V, can you check ENSV and Servco? Yes, absolutely, I can. We are down more than 5% on the day. There are also news on the name that they have some management changes, including President and CFO departing on April 22. Other than that, first of all, it's on SSR. Second of all, we have just 500,000 volume. So I don't even know what to tell more about this name. Kind of too low volume for me.
Yeah, too low volume for Miss V. Then it's that you don't even know what I have to say about it at that point. Obviously, ES is still moving up. It is actually now above the 100-period EMA, 44.76, 44.80 levels. Let's see what happens around these. We got about 4 minutes left for market movers and FOMC minutes to come out. You'll be thrown right into Brandon's beautiful face, where he's gonna probably start off with. How does Brandon start off with?
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Yeah, good evening, guys, or welcome back or something, right? So it's gonna be
welcome back to the last two.
Welcome back to the last 2 hours of the closing show.
Yeah, something
so the beautiful, famous closing show intro line will be coming in a couple minutes, along with followed by the trade of the day, the other topics such as frustration stock of the day.
Yes, also we'll go through some educational content.
Is the trade idea guys coming today?
Trade ideas coming on Friday in the morning.
Friday in the morning.
Michael.
Awesome.
Tomorrow on
Do
Thursday.
we have anything today?
No, we do not. But on Thursday, hopefully this time, Daniel Shea will join us.
Danielle
wanted this to move away. And guys, again, we don't want to pressure on you, but we still need around 40 more likes to 1K. Today is not that day when we want to hold you in here, because you really want to be on the closing show for the 5 minutes. But if we don't get that 1K, we will do the riot, sabotage. So please, it's in your interest to smash that button right now.
Yeah.
Please like it.
Listen, I would much rather watch Neil, Sean, Brandon trade the closing show rather than myself. So if you don't hit that 1K, Miss V's not gonna let you guys go over there. So
I'm gonna glitch the show.
Too good, too good.
They got it. 1K likes. You see, guys? We found what you need. I think I broke my microphone. Thank you, team. You're the best. All right. I will let you go to Sean, Neil, and Brandon.
Thank you, chat. I get it. Clearly, you guys didn't want to see me either or Miss V either. We understand.
It's
we
all
get
good.
it. It's all good.
Until you like.
That's right, exactly. Futures are coming down a little bit now. It looks like futures are pushing back down from the 44.80 level, and that's going to probably take Microsoft back down. Yeah, Microsoft battled to get above 300, but didn't manage to do so. I'm expecting all these other stocks to also start going back to the downside. Here comes Apple, AMD along with it. Yep, Nvidia also along with it from 245 to 244 already. A full $1 drop on Nvidia. So a lot of these stocks are coming back down at the moment. Let's see what happens for the minutes, which comes out in 2-3 minutes over here. We got about 2 minutes for the minutes to come out. Very excited to see what happens, and I can't wait to see what kind of hawkish statements or dovish statements Powell has to give for us.
Exciting.
Indeed. Some of the trades, obviously, that as I mentioned, that I would be watching are your futures. I would be watching your treasury yields, TLT on NASDAQ, I believe, TLT on NY, sorry, NQ. Yeah, TLT on NQ, or on what's the GDX, which is your gold. So maybe something else to keep on watch would be even oil stocks. Not that they're gonna say anything related to oil stocks, but something to keep on watch will be maybe some of those stocks over there. I'm expecting Hawking. So yeah, Stephen Hawkish, whatever you want to call it. We're ready to wait for those opportunities coming. I think in my mind, I'm expecting nothing. I'm expecting everything. And by that, I don't have an opinion. I don't have a theory. I have setups ready for either directional movement. Whatever direction they show me a trade in, I am jumping on that trade with a very tight stop. That way, if I'm wrong on that trade, I get out for a quick loss and I flip it for the right direction, hopefully for the right direction. So I don't have an opinion, I don't have a theory, I don't have any idea what they're gonna do, but what I do have is a bunch of setups for whatever happens, and I trade those setups that way. And that's the best way to deal with it, in my opinion, on this market or any stock on any day. Think about it. Biases hurt. Biases are bad for you. Biases will most likely burn you. They burnt me on Micron on the earnings day when I just kept going long and long and long, and I was like, the stock has to go back up eventually. No, it doesn't matter. Micron doesn't care about what your opinion is. Market makers don't care what your opinion is. It's going to happen what's going to happen.
It's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? That's indeed, guys. I wish you all the luck for 10 minutes. Hope you catch the right direction. Have fun, make money, enjoy, and thank you for everything, for simply watching us today and for all the support.
Yeah, come back tomorrow, obviously, Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard
right.
Time. Until then, ladies and gentlemen,
Пока-пока.
paka-paka.
Hey guys, welcome to the close on a Fed minute kind of day here. We're expecting the minutes to come out any second here, and they are, in fact, right now. A quick look, guys, at where we are heading into the minutes, and then we'll get right into what the market is reacting here. But let's have a look at a pretty red board here. It's the NASDAQ leading 204.109 there for the S&P. Pretty red day. I'm going to sift through some of